Okay.
3:20.
We recording. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome to the AfrOtaku podcast, episode 27. The podcast.
Hold on, you gotta do it again. I didn't even start.
Oh my god. All right.
It's new to me.
I feel you. We're good. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome to the AfrOtaku podcast, episode 27. I'm Mr. Good Guy, aka MGG, and I'm joined here by my co-host, who will introduce himself starting right now.
What up, it's Deuce.
What's going on? It's Jugguh.
What up, what up, what up? I am Gramps.
All right, story time.
Did we decide?
We did not decide who's doing story time. I don't have any funny graduation stories, so I can't.
Me. Story.
Actually, if Gramps, you got one?
Hold on, I can barely understand y'all. I'm trying to get this shit to work through these fucking headphones.
Oops.
Oh, fuck, gotta post that.
Well, I mean, I guess in the meantime, I could talk about how I effed up my leg. I don't think I put that out there.
Oh,
okay.
All
right, so
Was
not
this
too
recent?
long ago, April.
Oh, okay, damn.
In like mid-April, I was a groomsman for a homie's wedding. Beautiful ceremony. Everything was well. We finished up. The reception started up. And like dinner was great. It was a happy day, happy night, right? So obviously the reception gets into, it's high night life. Music starts bumping. And if y'all don't know Jugguh be on the dance floor. So, I'm going in, having a good time, showing these, people what I'm about, right? Introducing myself. And they're like, oh, snap, you dope, you dope. And then a kid, well, not a kid, but like a guy comes up to me, right? And he's like, yo, your moves are dope, bro. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, man. And he's like, you trying to battle, though? And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, you trying to battle. I was like, am I trying to battle? Let's go. I was like, what kind of question is that? Obviously, I want to battle. So we start the battle up, and the DJ's like, oh, we got a battle in the house, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm like about to go up against this kid, and they play like a super old school song. I think it was like a Beastie Boys song. It was super. I forgot what it was called. But anyways, so like the battle gets going. And I'm like, hit my hits. And then I come to find out this motherfucker was a real one. He's literally been a B-boy since maybe 8 years old, mid-20s now. Literally teaches classes at a dance studio on breakdancing. Homie started to introduce himself. And started hitting them air flares and backflips and tumbles. And all this in a suit, ladies and gentlemen. All these in a suit. And he's jocking. And I was wondering why they play such an old school Beastie Boys song. He requested it.
So you got set up.
Yeah, pretty
set
much.
you up.
So I was getting slapped. I'm not gonna lie. I pretty much saw destruction in my future. There was pretty much no hope. And I was like, wow, this kid's legit. And everyone's pretty much seeing that. My whole squad's like, ooh, they had that face
damn. And they just let you burn, bro.
I don't know if Jugguh's coming out of this one. And I'm like, fuck. But I said I represent, I'm Jugguh, right? So still going in. And I was like, okay, I gotta end it with something, Got it with something sick. And I was like, okay, I'm not a break dancer, but I could do like a knock dropper real quick. And if you don't know what a knock dropper is, it's when you go in, and you pretend like you hit yourself, knock yourself out and fall, it seems high, as long as you won't beat, right? So I started, I was like, hit it, ready to go down. And that's where I figured out, then that's when I fucked up. So while going down, ladies and gentlemen, my leg didn't do what it was supposed to and stayed still while my upper body was still falling. So mid-fall, I literally feel and hear my knee dislocate.
Damn.
Yeah. So while falling, it was like, click, and I was like, ah! And I'm still falling. I mean, you see my size, right? I'm not stopping myself. So I keep going down. My knee hits the ground, and I feel it pop back in place. Hear it pop back in place, and again, that's painful. So I'm like, ah! But again, this is all within a millisecond. Adrenaline is going, it's super hot. Imagine that Todico 0.01 seconds. That's pretty much what I'm describing right now, right? So mid-fall, pop out, right? but I had no food luck anyways. So hit the ground. I was like, oh my God. But I hear like the whole crowd though. They were like, oh snap. And it was like, oh snap, no one noticed I'm in pain.
So it was the coldest dance move ever.
Right.
The knee dislocators. Like,
I hit it. I'm just like, oh, but I tried to hide it because I'm hearing like, oh snap, that looks tight. So I got to keep it real, right? I was like, oh my God. I slowly get up. I was like, what's up, motherfucker? You know, trying to represent, but low key in so much pain. And I like get up super slow. I was like, oh, hey, what's up? And then he goes again. And again, he's still like banging me. Just like, do a slow-mo air flare. Let's get to the slow-mo air flare. Anyways, so then I was like, I'm trying to like think in my head because my left leg is out of commission. And I can't really do much without any kind of leg movement.
Oh,
so I'm literally like scrambling, trying to think about like my next move. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then like he stops. He's like, what's good? And it's like my round again. And I'm like, I have no idea what to do. And I'm just like, F it. I took one step, then the song ended. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. So the battle was over. He was like, oh, he was good, he was good. And I was like, yeah, no doubt, you're pretty good too. I mean, he won. But I had to say, represent. So I was like, yeah, what's up? And they were like, how'd you go? Oh, Jugguh, you're so tight. And I was like, oh yeah, thanks, man. I'm like low key trying to like hobble over back to my table so I could try and rest up my leg. And my homie's like walking with me. And he's like, yo, Jugguh, that was pretty tight, man. Good job. And I was like, thanks. And I was like still walking. And he was like, you kind of limping. You okay? And I was like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna be real with you. No, I think I just destroyed my leg. And he was like, oh, snap, for real? And I was like, yeah. I look tight though, right? And he was like, yeah, no doubt. You want some ice though? I was like, I want some ice though. So that was that. Pretty much damaged myself doing what I love.
So that literally was like you were like a random ninja, and then this other random ninja was like, "Hey, you want to fight?"
Yeah.
And then after you fought him, he was like, "So you had like a nigga come up, he's like, hey, that was the fourth Hokage." And he was like, "What?" And then you broke your arm in the process of
right.
fighting him. But you always have that legend of, I fought the fourth Hokage.
Exactly. That's how them niggas used to tell it. Like, what's the nigga with the multiple hearts? He's like, oh yeah, I fought the fourth Hokage. You'll have to boss, but I fought the fourth Hokage.
You will forever be able to walk around with that badge of honor. And then you were like, because I thought he noticed that you fucked your leg up. Because I was about to be like, so it really was like an anime moment because you came out that bitch battered as hell. Like, just to get like a slight come up on the fourth, bro.
Nah,
but at least he didn't know, so now you just walk away.
Yeah, that's the one thing I had. Nah, people like noticed that. Was just being like, ooh, stop the battle, call the ambulance. I would have been embarrassed.
Well, we really got to come at that breakdance guy because he definitely set you up.
Oh no, he went it.
Either that or you look like a professional. One of the two, or he was like, let me set this. This nigga don't know.
I mean, like, I would actually be Gucci with it if the song wasn't so b-boy breakdance focused.
Right.
You know, I mean, I was playing with like a decent handicap. You know, I mean, I wasn't, I didn't look like trash necessarily.
All right, Sakura.
But
hey, bro, I took on Madara by myself, bro. I tried it.
And survived. That's the key. You gotta say. Yeah, you
was saying Madara with the Rinnegan. Like, it wasn't just regular Madara, bro. With the Rinnegan.
Yeah, see the B-boy song with the Rinnegan?
With the Rinnegan. And I survived.
Yeah, no, homie dropped the meteor on me. I was still
two of them.
Yeah, he was like, what, dude? The second one was when you found out that he picked that song.
Yeah.
The first one was like, oh, because I like how he described. He was like, yeah, he was introducing himself, but he was talking about like do dance moves. So this dude was like, hey, my name is.
Nah, it was crazy. Like this kid literally like dropped moves that I never seen before.
They set you up.
But nah, I got slapped, but I was a man about it. I still fought back and just take that L on my belly. Nah.
Damn.
But
that was the battle before his time skip.
Exactly. Which is funny. Actually, it's not funny. It's low key getting kind of serious, but I kind of need to get my leg checked out.
Oh, you did?
Damn, you said got this man checked
now
out?
You realize that.
You didn't get your leg checked at all?
No. I did. I'm just saying I actually low key got an appointment tomorrow for like how I need to fix it because low key it's still dislocated right now.
What? Battle scars.
So that's why I initially thought I popped it back into place, but I don't think I popped it fully into place. So no, I've been like low key like gimpy this entire time.
Wait, so you've never gone to the doctor for any of your injuries? You just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just let it be how it is. The whole.
Well, I mean, like, I never had.
Get busted, don't come back.
Well, I mean, I've never really had a serious injury like this before, period. So, I mean, at first it was too soon. So, I mean, I obviously the next day that I was in pain, I was still able to walk around. Yeah. So, that initially told me that one is not broken. Because, I mean, there'd be no way.
Nigga logic.
There's no way I'd be able to walk on this at all if it was broken.
It hurts.
Two, I didn't think, at least at first, that there were any major tears. Because, again, I could still walk and it was still getting better as time progressed. But it got better all the way to maybe like 70% and just stopped.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
So then it was like, okay, something's going on. So that's when I first got checked out, got an X-ray, MRI. Now I need to go to the actual specialist to see if the best way to fix it.
So you haven't been able to unlock your full dancing potential this whole time?
Nah, dude. That's what's crazy.
At 70% capacity.
When we were effing at DreamCon, and I wanted to, go up against what's his face.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, low-key, I still thought I could beat him, but that's just me being cocky. But I definitely wouldn't be able to go out 100%.
Oh, damn, this nigga said he was with a handicap the whole time, bro.
That's the anime shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole story is literally an anime story.
And just be doing all kinds of weird shit.
Right? Because I was just like, okay, if I need to do this, like, I get the basics, you know what I mean? I can still move around. Yeah. But if I wanted to low-key go Super Saiyan, you know what I mean? I couldn't do it. I can do some KO King, but not Super Saiyan.
He's gonna come back out of battle and drop the weight.
Yeah. It's been a while. Just take the cast off and shit. Like, oh no, he'll start dancing with him regular first. And like, oh, this nigga pretty good. But oh, hold on, my bad. I didn't take my braces off. He started moonwalking across the face. Yo, that's insane. Oh, hey, somebody need to write a manga about you, Jugguh.
Dude, that's what I was saying about that dance manga and anime, dude. The idea is lit. I still don't know why no one thought about that.
Yeah, that could definitely be a good sports anime right there. Exactly. Like a Step It Up manga.
I feel like it would be like Kenichi almost, like where he learns all the different styles of dance.
Yeah, hey, that'd be lit.
He combine them all to create his own dance.
That'd be lit.
That'd be dope. But,
yeah, I can see the hype moments on there. It's like, oh my god, that's ballet footwork. Oh my god,
exactly.
His feet are incredibly strong. He must have been doing pirouettes for hours. Yeah, and they gotta do this every day.
His toes are perfectly pointed.
Yeah. What? Crazy. One of his old senseis was MJ? What does that stand for?
What is this upper body strength?
Oh yeah, when you hit the slow motion flare, they're like, ugh. Some body strength is amazing.
Every fiber of his muscle is. Yo, that would be crazy.
Let the other guy do his dance move. Jugguh put on his glasses. He do the little anime glasses move.
Oh, the anime glasses.
That's fun. Then they need a character in there that looks like they dance one style, but then after halfway through you find out that wasn't the original style at all. They was like, oh yeah, this nigga real good at hip hop. It's like, nah, I was a ballet dancer the whole time, bro. What? Nani? That's crazy.
Oh no, that'd be nice, man.
Alright, on to some decent news. Swamp Thing dropped, didn't watch it.
Is it kind of dark, you think? Or is it how it usually is?
I guess it is a little bit dark. We could just up the light real quick. And then I'll cut this part out.
I'll just move the lights a little bit closer.
That too?
If it works. No.
Yeah, I got blurry.
I just want to make sure it doesn't you don't see it in the camera, right?
No.
That's not too bright, right?
No, that's okay.
Again, as long as I don't look at the bitch.
No, I think that's decent.
Alright.
I wish my couch was on that side. So Brooks would be, that'd be decent.
Alright, yeah, no, I look bright as hell now. Okay. But yeah, honestly, decent news. I think before we get into cut the check, there's a Boondocks thing. I know Swamp Thing dropped too on DC, but I haven't watched it yet, so I have nothing to say there. What else? I think that's all I got.
If you want to get political, we can talk about, or I can just mention the tariffs that your boy Trump is trying to impose on Mexico. I'm just going to say that there's going to be some economical consequences from that shit. I just want to mention that. I don't want to get too deep into that. This isn't really a political podcast, but I'll just say look out for the effects of that shit.
Oh.
Mexico given.
Then is that Coke? That Coke gonna go up? Price of Coke?
Oh, Coke's made in Mexico?
No, that Mexican Coke. You never had Mexican Coke?
Oh,
bottle with the real sugar?
That shit was already expensive.
Ooh,
so niggas wasn't buying
$3 a bottle. It'd be funny if that's what caused like niggas to get outraged. It's like Mexican Coke prices went up and niggas got real hot about that. They was like, what the fuck?
Even the Trump supporters.
Yeah, they was like, nah, Trump, sorry, take that shit off, bro. Yeah, come on, man.
No, they drink Coke every day.
You go to the fucking taqueria or whatever, and they like, oh yeah, can I get one of those Mexican Cokes? I'm sorry, sir. I just want to let you know that the prices of this has gone up. It's about $6 a bottle now. Like,
that actually hit the budget.
Blame Trump.
Wow.
All right. Oh yeah, and then Boondocks season 3. You want to take that?
Just announce it real quick. Recent news, John Witherspoon, main character in the Boondocks cartoons animated series, has revealed that a season 5 is in the making. So I'm assuming it's a complete assumption. They didn't release any dates or anything like that, but possibly even like next year, Adult Swim will be airing Boondocks season 5. I don't know if the main creator is back in it, but I do know Regina King.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, if he's not, it's going to suck. For sure.
Yeah, so the main creator's back.
Aaron McGruder.
I guess we should expect a better season than at least like 3 and 4, because I don't know how really good those played out. But I didn't think
I thought...
I mean, me personally.
4 only had one good episode, which was like the MLK one. Or not MLK, it was like the bus boycott one. So they were all on this bus, and then dude was practicing like protective nonviolence or some shit like that. We're like, he had this karate move where he just like dropping niggas, but then he would like carry their hands before they hit the ground. Like that shit was funny, but then everything else was kind of like hit or miss.
I won't lie, like when Boondocks got more like actiony animated kind of stuff, it was hot. Like the
episode.
I mean, that's like one of like the hottest episodes. Period.
Like on some episodes, they stole like the fighting scenes directly from some anime. It was actually pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I saw that with Huey was fighting
versus I think the old nigga.
Yeah, like in the movie theater. That was from the Cowboy Bebop movie. Yeah. I saw that comparison and that was crazy, but. No, it's hot though. But season 5, be on the lookout.
I think like with shows like Boondocks and Chappelle Show, it'd be great for them to come back and like this time period, because I feel like there's just so much more shit to make fun of. But at the same time, it's like, will they do it right, I guess is the question. Like, are they going to talk about the same things? Because I feel like when I watched Chappelle Show and Boondocks, maybe it's because I was younger too, like those episodes like made me think like, like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that, or like, oh yeah, that's kind of fucked up, or like, even like the Lil Jon thing was like, oh yeah, what if Lil Jon like really did speak super like classy on the regular and only said those things, like what? So, but I feel like now that I like feel like I have all these things, like I know like, oh, it'd be great to make fun of this and fun of that. Yeah, like if they actually did it, would I find it as funny as I did when I didn't really like know about it? Like they were the racial draft idea, like that's ingenious, like. I was not thinking about that when I was younger, but like when they came up, it was like that shit is funny as hell. Like, why don't we have that? But I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Some really creative mother efforts, but no, I hear you. I mean, as time goes by, we get older, more aware of pretty much what's all going on. Period. So there's pretty much less quote unquote to be surprised about, depending on who you are, I guess. Yeah. But I mean, if you got like people like Dave Chappelle and possibly again the Boondocks, I mean, those are some pretty creative mother efforts. Right. So
I'm just surprised we don't have like. That really?
Oh, like, you like right now?
Yeah, like right now.
I guess we kind of have it in the form of South Park still.
Yeah, but it's not like a black commentary necessarily. Niggas South Park is more like in general. Yeah, it still be coming out with new seasons. Oh, I mean, like I will catch it. Like when the new season drops, I stop like following it as actively as I used to. But like if I'm on Hulu and I see like a new season drop, I'll spend some time like catching up on the episode because I want to see what they like made fun of.
Yeah. But yeah,
like the member berries thing that they did a couple seasons ago was pretty funny too, because that was like all about how like nostalgia, like is what makes people buy into shit now. Yeah. Like it's funny. So I don't know, but I feel like like Chappelle Show and Boondocks were like black commentaries.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't feel like we have that. I feel like we got a lot of black comedians out there, but none that like poke fun at the culture necessarily. They more just like react to the culture, like like Deezus and Miro.
Yeah, like, they just react to stuff that happened.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's a lot of that. I feel like we need that like introspective, like we're advocating this, but like you see how goofy that sounds, like in a skit type thing. I feel like that's what Chappelle Show and Boondocks did. It was like, I get it, you guys are all on this, but like the shit is goofy. Like the nigga moment thing. It's like, all someone got to do is throw a chair. That's it. Like it's over. Niggas is fighting. You think about it, you're like, oh shit. Like, it's not true that everyone has to throw a chair, but like nigga moments are.
It's that volatile. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting nonetheless. The only thing I'd be scared about is that like this day and age and like how vocally like just people are just in general to react to anything, kind of looking out for what to defend or what to respond to. I feel like that might be like the only handicap they would have to consider. Based on like how be careful with my words. I'm not gonna say like outrageous it is, but depending on like what kind of topics they hit on, I could definitely see like some backlash. Even when like just a few years ago there would have been no response at all.
Right.
So
I feel like some people are immune to cancel culture though. I think show like the Boondocks, people care enough about it in that way that they shouldn't. It'd be tough for them to get like super offended. Like there's just certain people just like Teflon Dons when it comes to cancel culture. I feel like if Boondocks is subject to that, then this shit is really out of control. But I think they would be the one that I could see being exempt to like pushing an envelope on stuff like that. Because that's just like the nature of the show.
Like anything I feel like that they did pre the sensitive era. I think they usually like exempt.
Right.
If they did it well, like before.
That's the key.
Like even Dave Chappelle, like when he did a special, he still made like gay jokes.
True,
but I mean, like, he did it in a very nice way.
But he get backlash, but it's not cancel backlash. You can't cancel him.
Well, I mean, he did get canceled for a hot second. I mean, like after season 1 or 2, I think he was canceled for like a minute, and then like was able to bring it back.
No, he did. You talking about when Dave just disappeared? That was his choice. No one canceled him.
You sure?
Yeah, he just disappeared.
He went to Africa and shit?
Yeah.
That's true.
That was his choice.
I thought it was a combo. I thought he did it because like
he didn't. I think he didn't like the direction. Well, he never really says what the truth is.
Yeah.
But I think the sentiment is that he probably didn't like the direction of the show or something like that. So he just said, "Fucking, I'm going." And then he disappeared and then came back. But it was his choice. No one like canceled him.
All right. Good stuff.
As far as I know.
The world may never know.
Yep.
Well, fingers crossed that it's hot then. Season 5.
Yeah. And then before we get into Cut the Check, the Akira Toriyama thing, you're going to talk about that too?
Oh. Oh my God.
I got much to say.
Alright, so I believe it occurred on May 31st, which is, Friday?
Yep.
Yeah, this is past Friday. So, Akira Toriyama, as we all know, the originator of Dragon Ball and the Dragon Ball series, was recently knighted in France for his introduction of Dragon Ball to the French country. Well, France, long story short. They pretty much described as Dragon Ball being like the first big manga to arrive in France and introduce the entire country to the manga anime culture in its entirety. And for being the start of that, he was knighted. So, Akira Toriyama is now a French knight for introducing anime and manga to France. Congratulations.
Dang, can I be a knight for introducing like some weird shit to France?
Yeah, I'm thinking like, so everything that was ever introduced to France, someone's gonna be a knight for that.
Like, I gotta find some shit that they don't know.
Somebody like high up in France is a huge ass anime fan. Like prime minister. I don't know if the president. Yeah, the president, I guess. He must love anime or something.
I'm gonna have to go get them Rising of the Shield Hero. Like, hey, y'all watch this shit yet? Oh yeah, MGG getting knighted for introducing them to Rising of the Shield. Hell yeah.
Oh, bro, you know I caught. Bro, watch that.
No, I just
Watch
I
it.
passed the info now.
Yeah,
so
I just got
ain't
it.
nobody. Info has been passed, bro.
I'm gonna get on it this week
Bro, it's hot.
You'll finish it in a week.
in English, so I can.
Yeah, they got dubs.
Is it South End of it?
Yeah, that's easy enough.
You'll
But
bridge
it's
to it.
hot, bro.
I finished it
Netflix,
the day I started it. I caught up. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Before we move on, Netflix they're releasing a new Avatar: The Last Airbender, like a live action Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, we were talking about this like months ago.
Is
it getting closer?
Date yet?
Yeah, and they still haven't put a date out.
Oh, okay.
Speaking
No,
of
it's-
Netflix releases,
it's,
but go ahead, yeah.
It probably won't come out until like late next year, I think.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we touched on that.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about it. Fuck.
Yeah, I hope they didn't drop a trailer. But speaking of Netflix releases, nobody asked for this, but apparently they're making a Jessica Jones season 3.
They are? Wait, but I thought they were...
June 14th. It's going to drop in a couple weeks.
I thought all the
Oh,
Marvel
that-
series got canceled on
No,
that.
that-
It did, but
No,
for
this
some
one,
reason,
it
I guess
was-
they got.
I think this was made before like they started canceling all the shows.
Oh,
so I
for
think it's the
real?
last remnant. So they probably had it in the queue already,
Yeah.
and they're just gonna release it.
So,
before
I did
Disney
not
snatched
know
all
that.
shit.
Okay.
so surprise. No one asked for this. I didn't.
Does that have a
I'll
release
watch
date?
it. I should. Huh? Yeah, June 14th.
Shit nobody asked
Oh.
for.
Damn.
Yeah.
While I was at the movie theater last night watching Aladdin, they showed a preview for the Dora the Explorer movie.
Hey, I'm in
I
there.
saw
seen
that.
that.
I asked
saw
for that.
trailer.
I asked for that.
It was him. It was MJ.
It was MGG who asked for it, Gramps.
Is it live action for real?
Yeah.
Word? Is it gonna be a whole movie?
Yeah.
How do you like keep a story without the interaction with the audience? Like, are they gonna keep that?
Shit, I don't know.
Like in the movie, like, hey,
What direction?
yeah, where should I go? Like in the movie theater, and then everybody just yelling different things. So who wins? Like
You
at
gotta
that
have it
point,
in one of those like
it's behind you.
Those high-tech movie theaters that have like the screens you could call food for. Some of the cops on the screen like, should I go in this cave? Yes, no, I don't know.
That'd be
That'll be
crazy.
a new thing.
That would be new.
That'll be like the
Bandersnatch shit,
of
yeah.
movies.
Wow.
That'd be decent, but yeah, no, that actually would be great. As far as getting people to interact with each other at the movie theater, because what if you did that, but it's based off the majority? So like, if you're just in a movie theater with a bunch of dicks, and like it wasn't like a Dora movie, but just imagine some other movie, and then like everyone there is majority dicks. So you're telling them to do things, but like every decision is like against what you want them to fucking do because the audience is doing that. Like, how pissed would you be?
Bro, they can get more sales that way, though. It's
Yeah.
like you'd be forced to watch a version.
Oh, won't it be funny? Like if
Exactly.
in a kids movie like that, like all the adults in the movie start picking for like the characters to do some dumb shit that way to get killed. All the kids start crying. That would be hilarious.
Oh, no, dude. That'd be crazy. Holy crap. New idea, man.
Yeah, we coming up with too many ideas out here, son. Any of this shit get stolen, I'm suing, bro. I'm suing. We need to invest in a lawyer. Hurry up, man.
Who's trying to go to law school?
That's what I'm saying. Somebody should
One
study
of y'all
law.
got, one of y'all got to go to law school.
No.
Podcast will fund it.
Damn.
CFO speaking.
I'm done.
Oh, fuck.
All right, yeah, you can get in the cut to check now, Grams, if you want.
No, I was gonna add one more thing.
Sure.
What's
I
up?
guess niggas are trying to wrap that Avengers hype. They're gonna make an Avengers game sometime later this year. It seems.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get into it honestly because I'm not that thirsty for Marvel shit.
Is it going to be a mobile game or a console thing?
It looks like it might be something for console and PC.
Oh,
so it's gonna be
it's like a 4-player co-op game, man.
Wait,
I like a
so...
little bit of opportunity for single player.
So is it gonna be like that? What was that other game? Didn't they literally make a game like this? What was it called?
Marvel Ultimate Alliance,
That.
X-Men Legends.
Yeah, no, Ultimate Alliance. That's pretty much like the same thing, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, they used to have that all the time on like the...
Exactly of it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to play the same way those do where... Because I remember like that whole PS2 era, there was like a bunch of games that played that same style. It was like 4 characters, like usually some superhero background to it. Like X-Men Legends played like that, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and then you just like pretty much bashed, like you just went through, did different missions, and then you could pick different characters to choose from. So it might be like that, but then like, you know, PS2 graphics versus like what we got now, they might change up the style of that, because that was more like top down, like run around and then like beat all these people. I would it'd basically be the same game even if it was from a first person or like a whatever third person view, but I think I would like it more than if they just gave me those games on like the system, because I'd be like, you guys didn't use the graphics you had available to you at all. Like, it'd be much cooler to have that 4 co-op team, but like have it from like a first or second person view where you feel like you're really in the action. But would I pay $60 when it drops? No. But like $20 later on a sale, I'd probably cop it. But I'm not gonna get it when it releases.
Okay. No, I can see.
Your ass gonna bad when it's nothing but those dickhead 10-year-old kids calling you a nigga all over the place.
Well, I don't play online in general, so I just be playing single player shit. I hate playing online. It ruins the experience for me.
Well, the way I've been hearing it, it made it sound like a lot of the fun of this game might be from the multiplayer part of it.
Oh.
So, I don't know.
I
mean, shit, I like the story, so it's whatever.
Man, I just don't see why I just don't see why we can't just bring back the offline split screen. I mean, like, is that really too much to ask?
Because people don't go to their friend's house no more.
You get that with Borderlands at the very least.
Oh, you do? Okay. Never really been to Borderlands, but I'm just saying, man, that's where like the hype was at. You know? Like, just.
I mean, I'm cool with it for online too. Like, I wouldn't mind that, like, for an online co-op experience, but it's just like, I feel like it should stop becoming a necessity for games. That's what it should be like. It should be like for games that it makes sense on. Because I feel like sometimes they sacrifice single player experiences to add this multiplayer functionality that's like not needed. Like, just make a better single player experience. And like, I'm not gonna go like with every fucking game I need an online thing. Like, I just downloaded like Shadow of War, and apparently there's some like online component to that, and I'm just like, I don't feel like I needed that. Like, I wouldn't have asked for that after I beat the game. I haven't beat it yet, but I'm like, I wouldn't ask for it after I beat the game, nor do I care about it. I like just fucking like fighting nemesis. Like, if you made that system where it feels like I'm fighting a real person versus like trying to make like have some online person like interfere with my thing, I don't like that. They do that with that. They did it with like I think it's like, in like Watch Dogs 2 or something, there's like some like the online players can kind of like play in your world kind of thing. Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't need that. Like, if I wanted that, I'd get a multiplayer game, but like I got it specifically because I want to play by myself for long hours. Like, what the fuck do I need somebody else for? But whatever.
I don't know.
That's why the folks become lonely. They want somebody to talk to while they're playing online.
Alright, that's a symptom of a different problem. That's called meet new niggas. That's what that's called. Figure it out. If video games are what's helping you become a social person, that's kind of odd. Because video game people don't talk like regular people. So like, what are you learning about society if that's like who you're getting your social cues from?
Yeah. If anything, you have to couple it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use it as a first step. I can see that, but it shouldn't be your only.
All right.
Oh, real quick. I don't know if y'all watch boxing, but like the world champion or whatever got beat by this fat Mexican guy.
Oh,
it was
who's the world champion right now?
It's not a video. It was hilarious, bro.
Who's the current world champion?
Real fat Mexican guy now, I guess.
I mean, well, before he got the title.
So it was this guy. He in shape.
Is that Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
Oh, he was on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, and this fat Mexican guy beat him. That is hilarious. Look at him. Like, he's really fat. He's like really like fat, bro. He's like, I've never seen a boxer like that. A professional boxer, bro. Like, this man is cut, big as fuck, like swole as fuck.
Yeah.
And got beat by this like short Mexican fat guy.
Man. Whoop.
Send a picture over.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a video.
Wow, that's crazy. When that like just
he can take it.
Boom,
damn.
Boom, boom. Look at drop his ass.
When that
look at him run around the ring. Bro, look at him.
The look on his face. The look on Anthony Joshua's face was like, bro.
When did that happen? What was that?
That was last 2 days ago. Last night.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And he was talking all that. Well, he wasn't talking a lot of shit on the Breakfast Club, but he seemed like a decent guy. Like, I wanted him to win.
Ooh.
Oh well, R.I.P. Okay, cut the check.
Cut the check. All right, so for this product, we're gonna go a little bit on the weird side of things. We're gonna go with Kylo, the future of pain relief. So just to keep it simple, it seems like this is essentially some kind of patch that you put on whatever part of your body that's giving you aching pains or whatever, and it's supposed to give you a much faster relief of it while you're wearing it for however long you want. It's supposed to, keep your body feeling, nice and refreshed, more flexible, and all of that good stuff. I don't know if I can trust this. I'm extremely skeptical of it, but they definitely have over $500,000 raised on Indiegogo for it.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
folks are definitely optimistic for it.
No, niggas are
That you put on your body.
niggas are definitely trying to get future. Oh, she thick, but niggas are definitely trying to go into the future with this shit, fam.
Right? Yeah, it's supposed to have something to do with electrical pulses going into your body and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not co-signing this. I'm scared. That's one of them things where it's like, oh, it's gonna turn into some weird steroid type shit. Nah, I'm good. We'll start putting patches to heal ourselves on. Like we start to enter the sci-fi movie world. I'm good. I'll wait it out. I'll wait until the first few crazies come out of it, and then I might hit that shit up.
Oh, you think it's gonna start controlling folks' bodies or something?
No, not that. I just think it's like a form of like human augmentation, I guess, or whatever. Like kind of like this is like, oh yeah, sure, we'll heal your body. Then next it'll be a patch that like can like heighten your body in a way, like act like a Ritalin pill or some shit like that, improve your focus. I don't know, shit like that. So that's the part where I'm like, I'll wait.
All right. Now another question. After all of the kinks get worked out, after you get past the whole zombie apocalypse of it and everything, what do you think will be a reasonable price for this once it becomes a regular thing?
I mean, once it becomes a regular thing, it'll be cheap as hell. I mean, so what do you see like the pinnacle of it being a regular thing is? It's just like, oh, you put this patch on and it's equivalent to Tylenol, or you put this patch on and like you never get sick again.
Whoa, that's two completely different things.
I mean, that's what right now it sounds like it's like Tylenol.
Never get sick. They mess around and sell this shit for at least $100.
I'm just saying right now it sounds like Tylenol.
I mean, not getting sick is different than just pain, though, right?
This sounds like Tylenol, right?
Yeah,
Where it's at today, it sounds like Tylenol. But as like
painkiller.
it develops and like more people use it, it's got to get better over time.
I mean,
Like,
but it still is a painkiller.
medication gets better over time.
Like, so I take it if.
But I'm saying, okay,
for example, your
the
knee, for
maximum
example.
of pain relief, right? Like, let's say, okay, you put it on, and then it's just like mild pain relief to Tylenol. But as you develop the pain relief, I don't know, ability of it, it gets to a point where, like, all right, either A, it stops you from getting diseases, or B, you just don't feel pain at all.
Yeah,
like it's total numbness.
Pretty
So
much.
it'll be like if, for example, your knee, right?
That's
it's
crazy
fucked
to
up,
me.
But if you put the patch on, you're not gonna feel it.
Yeah.
Your knee is still fucked up.
Right. So football players.
Yeah, but
that's
you do that. Every day you have that patch on, you're really making it worse because you're walking on it without feeling the pain. So
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to set that up on sports for real because that's an easy thing for like football players or basketball players. Just like boom, put this shit on. Like, oh, you fucked yourself up. It's okay. Put the patch on so you could finish the game.
Athletes wouldn't do it.
That's what they. At least I would hope there was rules so they wouldn't do it. But I'm sure right now there's no regulation, so somebody could try it once.
True.
That's what I'm saying. Until they put regulations
They
on.
do it because they essentially try to get away with whatever they can right now.
I mean, the team would try to get him, but I think the athletes would say no.
Oh, you broke your fingers? Wrap it up and get back in there.
Yeah.
Just put the little badge on it. Yeah, finger, that's fine.
At least for our well, though they should do is obviously just for a temporary relief, but I could definitely be seeing it being pretty effing useful, like right after you get the injury. Like you literally just hold it into your bag if you're like an athlete or something like that. As soon as an injury hits, you slap it on just so you can take yourself, if you are by yourself, to wherever you need to start getting it checked out.
Yeah.
So at least that's what I would see as like its main purpose. But yeah, I mean, pretty much as GG said, people would use it like a Tylenol practically, or kind of. I feel like Tylenol does low key kind of heal you though too, doesn't it? As far as like headaches go, you know. What I mean?
But again,
I feel like it's debatable because it like can just relieve the symptoms of your thing while you just heal naturally.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, so it depends on what
think
the
it's
reason
like
you're heading for. I mean, if it's like something that's an actual injury, it'll come back once the pain may wear off.
Well, then if that's the case, then I kind of like if I were to get some. I would probably say like what between like $15-$20 a patch, like after it's like super hot.
Yeah,
I can see something like that.
Yeah, I see it going for a little bit more expensive than Tylenol. Like if that's what it basically is just a patch for Tylenol.
And if it's actually better, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't know. It seems like the patches are not like reusable, where you just like put one on, then you can put that same one on. It's like probably a patch for a certain amount of time, and then you're done. A Band-Aid, yeah, so then I would argue that it's probably going to be a little bit more expensive than Tylenol.
So you have to put the patch on where the pain is exactly.
I don't.
That's
know.
what it's,
I'm not sure.
Oh wait, what is it?
I think so.
Because then, like, if you do have a headache, then like
you probably got to put it around the area, or like maybe
what
relatively
if
close.
Pain or something, right? Then you can put it on the outside. Where they're like,
well,
if I'm sore from the gym, can I put it on my leg and it'll help?
I don't know. From what I'm reading, it's like some type of electrical shit is sending to you. So I would guess that you could put it kind of anywhere. So because I mean, you know, it's just gonna.
Your body's all connected. Would then also be like how it sticks.
Between the brain and the pain.
Wait, what?
So then in the time
in the picture, just place it on your skin between the brain and the pain.
Oh.
So in the time that like I have the patch on, I won't feel any pain at all, really.
Technically, yes.
I think that's probably the goal.
That's what it sounds like they're trying to say. I highly doubt that you can automatically just cut out all of your electrical pulses between that body part and your brain, but shit.
Oh, that'd be a good question then. If you can actually feel it, period. If you can't feel pain, can you feel anything else about it? Because if that's the case, I see like some really effed up people just buying like a dick ton of those and just slapping them on people and kidnapping them, right? I mean, I know it's kind of effed up to think about, but. I mean, you're pretty much like paralyzing people with these, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, depending
I'm thinking
on...
if I'm even in the kitchen and like...
No, you still have motor control of your body. You just can't feel pain.
If I'm in the kitchen and I have one of these patches on and I accidentally put my hand on the fire or something, I don't feel that bitch. And then all
there's people with that disease, so that becomes a problem of those people. Like, there's people who have that where they don't feel any pain, so they have to constantly...
They don't even know.
Damn.
I mean, my worry is, like, what if you have somebody who's wearing this all the time and then your body eventually adapts to the point where it's like, oh, okay, so I guess you don't want to ever feel this body part again. So I'm going to just stop sending pulses up there to your brain whenever you feel something.
True.
And when you take the patch off, you never feel anything again. And your shit just rots away because, you got a fucking fungus through your foot that, you should have been feeling pain from, or, it's been broken and now it's just going to be all contorted or some shit.
Yeah, it's got to
I'm definitely gonna let it marinate. I'm gonna just let that marinate.
It's gotta be
on some other niggas' bodies.
As with at least everything that he finds on like the funding things.
Damn.
Let the white people try it first.
Yeah, we'll find out from them whether it's good or not. All I say, if you see a bunch of Kylo patches popping up in the hood, you know that shit not working. You know that shit not working, bro. It was, hey, yo, I got this Kylo patch. You see niggas, family members talking about they got that Kylo patch. Shit's not. Something's fucked up. Huh?
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Kylo patch?
Yeah.
K-I-L-O. I mean, K-E-I.
I mean, when they gonna make drugs like that? I think that's the real question that I'm trying to get to. Like, if we get this point where we can just put a patch on and it numbs pain, there's gotta be patches that don't require me to, like, smoke or inhale or eat my drugs anymore. I should be able to just put a patch on that goes like, I'm high now. And then just take that bitch off and be like, I'm not high anymore. Like,
yo,
I don't see how that's not a thing. Because, I mean, you fucking with my nervous system already to shut the pain off. You probably can do the same thing, like, to make me simulate being high.
Again, I'm not like, effing.
I know when the cannabis company starts that shit up, I'm investing, bro. Please list your stock on Robinhood.
Oh, that's another point. Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
Legalization.
But it's not coming till 2020 from what I read.
Yeah, nigga, that's like 6 months away.
I mean, it's close. It's close, but no, I honestly feel like, because you know niggas don't read the laws, bro. I guarantee you there's niggas that heard that and was just like, boom.
They
outside.
They downtown now.
And the cops pulled up and they was like, yo, it's legal, nigga, it's legal. Yo, bro.
Flashing lights.
Sorry. And I heard,
they telling the police, nah, bro, you ain't here? It's legal now. I'll send you the article, bro.
yeah.
There you go.
And now they gotta sit in jail for that. First of all, that's a double setup because now they gotta sit in jail through Cook County's horrible jail system. And even though they can get their record expunged if they have over a certain amount, they still have to go through like the due process of doing that, which can take them like probably years or some shit like that. So like, you really fucked yourself up, bro.
Oh my god.
But it makes sense. I mean, they gotta find time to like get everything right, I guess.
True.
Yeah, because they're definitely not letting all them niggas out at once.
Oh yeah. No.
I guarantee.
But I mean, the point is that again, we're getting somewhere though. Like it's one small step, right?
Yeah, I mean, with this, like, it's hit the Midwest, so I felt like we almost there. I don't think we're ever going to convert all the Christian Belt states, though.
True.
I felt like they...
You're like what I'm living in?
Is yours... Is South Carolina considered a... Oh, my bad, I should have said that loud. Is that... It is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean,
I don't think all the South is considered that.
I think most of it.
I'm pretty sure a good chunk of it is, but it like the Christian Belt comes from like
Belt?
Wyoming and all that other.
Yeah,
because like Nevada, there ain't definitely no fucking.
I don't think Nevada's really the South.
It's South in the U.S. Like as far as like South goes, like
California is also technically South, but niggas don't.
No, half of California is South.
They still don't call California South.
No, but I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't call California South because California is literally like most of the U.S. But like I'm talking about states that's like literally South.
Look at like what's the Bible Belt?
Oh fuck.
Man, Google saved hella niggas' lives. Oh, okay, it's what?
Oh, see it there.
But they got two different pictures.
Yeah, go to image. Let's see which one is right. You don't even know.
Damn, I'm just looking at the picture of this fat dude that knocked him out.
Tell you, that nigga just fat. He just like he looks like he never been to the gym. They had a picture of saying, "Oh, this is them in 2012." He was in his house just chilling.
Oh, you guys are in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So part of Illinois is in there, Missouri, Louisiana, really, Texas. Them niggas is living in sin. Louisiana?
Why you say that?
Have you been to New Orleans?
No.
Ooh.
Nigga, Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras is a Christian thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras is a Christian
Where do you think
event?
Mardi Gras came from? That's the day before Lent. Day before Ash Wednesday. Mardi
So
Gras.
you telling me niggas put their titties out for Jesus?
Oh no, they don't. The visitors do that.
Niggas got their titties out, getting changed and shit for Jesus, bro.
Jesus.
Alright, but yeah, I'm surprised. I thought more of these states would have got in there. I'm surprised, like, Utah's not considered Bible Belt?
I mean,
like, all the Mormons that live there?
Just because it's so far away. And I don't even know if they use the Bible. They got their own little shit.
I guess so, yeah. Whatever. But, yeah.
They're the weird states up there, though. So they definitely look up the weird states up here.
Yeah.
Like Seattle.
Oh, yeah, those are the niggas who got Uber
Oregon.
dogs.
Wait,
Uber for
what?
their dogs. Yeah, there's an Uber for dogs in California, I think.
Like, what does that even mean? I don't even
Like,
get what
let's
that means.
say, I don't know, your pup Sammy got to go to his grooming appointment and you can't make it. You can go ahead and say, hey, yo, Uber, can you pick my dog up and take him to where he needs to
That should
go?
probably cost more than humans, too.
100%.
Okay.
Because I'm not getting out my car to get nobody dog out their house. And you got a fucking nigga killing dog that's sitting in there.
Shit, dog can fuck your car up. He can fuck you up.
Yeah, I wonder if they filter off race, because I know there's some racist dogs out there. We got to be honest.
No, without a doubt. A dog can be trained to...
Which is weird, because dogs can't see color.
But they can see them sagging pants.
But they can smell a black person versus a white person.
They can smell the
They can smell the black on you?
They smell the nigga.
Oh, you smell like a nigga.
Smell the nigga on you.
What's that
They
smell
probably
on
still see
you?
shades, though, too, low-key.
A nigga.
Yo, that's trash, man. But no, seriously though, I feel like dog things don't have things in place to like protect from black people. I don't know, because we was walking in when we were staying in this hotel like the other day. This lady, she was black too. This is why I was real pissed off. She had this big ass pit bull, and then we walk into the door.
Hotel?
Yeah, in the hotel, and we walked into the door. This pit bull was ready to kill us. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? What hotel is this? It was right across the street, this Hilton or whatever.
How the fuck she got a whole pit bull in the hotel?
This nigga had big ass dog. I'm talking about that dog was going. I thought, maybe he playing around, so I like paused for a second. But I was like, no, this nigga was still growling at me. I was like, all right, cool. This is why niggas carry guns.
I can be a pit bull in a fight, man.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
Nah. That bite is crazy, bro. That bite is crazy.
Yo.
I'm telling you, that their jaw strength is insane.
Deuce.
Huh?
You haven't seen the animals that a pit bull can take down.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm too smart to let a pit bull defeat me.
Alright.
I mean, there's no shame.
I mean, you definitely gotta have a weapon on
dog.
you. If you have a weapon on you, you might be alright. But I'm talking bare-fisted. Bare-fisted? Do you think you can take him down bare-fisted? Like just you can't get.
I gotta find
just you and your hands.
Okay. So
if you
have a weapon, sure.
A little boulder on the floor. You think a caveman or a pit bull? Which one gonna win? A caveman or a pit bull? A caveman with a rock or a pit bull?
If it's a legitimate caveman, then that's gone.
That's a legitimate argument right there, bro.
I'm thinking.
But I gotta go caveman with a rock because they domesticated animals from the beginning. Mm-hmm. So like they had to have run the ones with a couple of beasts.
Exactly. I mean, fuck. You can barely call a caveman human.
That's what they are, beasts. Yeah. That'd be funny as hell. What if dog people became real and then they started getting mad at us about calling them beasts?
True.
Like, you motherfuckers is ignorant. I'm a human.
That becomes a racist term. Yeah.
Beasts.
Damn.
But yeah, are we doing decent news?
Oh.
We can move on to manga highlights.
Okay.
New Promised Neverland dropped yesterday. If you guys didn't read it,
I did check it out.
Okay. We will start with Boku no Hero.
Twice, man.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all like this shit?
Because Twice is a boss. What you mean?
So did his rule change?
I breeze through these chapters. Everything involving him, I've been skipping like a motherfucker.
Why?
This shit is so trash and boring. Fuck that nigga. I don't care about him, bro. I'm like, it's a waste of chapters.
We need Player 5 here to put the greatness on his name. Because I feel like you're not respecting his greatness. What's trash about Twice?
I don't even know what his power is.
Yeah, no, let's pause.
I don't know what his power is.
He doubles things.
I don't
He's
know.
He's literally a one-man army.
I realize he got to level up, but I don't even understand. That's
the part I was confused with this chapter is what his level up actually was. But basically, he
can make more of himself.
He can make more of himself, but I don't know if the weakness is still true.
No. I think. Oh wait, what'd you say, Gramps?
And he can also duplicate anybody else or anything.
Yeah,
right. But I think literally they only went into this because this was in the past. This is when he was first talking to what's-his-face about his power. When he was first joining up the Villain League. So I think this is just showing the progression of what he used to be like, not going to say trash, but not as good as what he is now. Now homie's just stupid OP, dude.
So they all basically
I think so.
So they're not, so each clone is not weaker than the one before.
That still might be true, but at least the amount of clones. I was more talking about the amount of clones.
Deuce said all he needed was a picture to copy somebody, which I thought was odd too.
He still needs measurements.
No, he did.
He needs both.
No, but he said he didn't say anything about measurements in this chapter. He was just all I need is a picture or something else. But
when he tried to copy the bullet, he said that he couldn't copy it because he needs to know everything about it, pretty much.
Oh.
Or was that before?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a lot of niggas though.
I'm saying he put on.
I skipped that page completely.
Come on now.
And all this shit
this nigga was probably still hype about these trash ass One Piece chapters, but not from Boku no Hero at all. He was like, "Oh, Lord Yasue died, bro! Oh my fucking god, y'all ain't read that shit."
Pretty trash until.
Okay, I just want to make sure you read that.
This last chapter was decent. Before that was trash.
I would say decent minus.
Right now, the best series is fucking Black Clover. Crazy to say.
manga?
But it's actually
He's not lying. He is decent.
No, I'm
I
not.
wouldn't say it's better than this. I would say it's tied with
It's
this.
better than this.
Oh no, it's tied with
What?
this.
Bro, I don't give a fuck about this, bro.
Oh, you
Like,
tweaking.
who are these?
This is literally the rise of like the villain society.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what this entire arc is about.
I was saying, who is the revolution? What's the revolution?
Oh no! We're literally
The League of
figuring
Villains?
out that they're trash. Like this chapter at first started
This
off.
is just training off for the villains.
Yeah,
exactly.
They don't
That
get a
is
power.
exactly what
His
this
name's
is.
Dobby, right?
Yeah, that.
He's gonna get a power up next chapter.
That's what we need.
They started talking
but we
about
might
how
get the
he's
confirmation though.
burning his skin. He's gonna figure something out. Blah blah.
We
blah.
might get the confirmation though.
Oh, that he's Endeavor's son?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that shit already.
No, I mean, we need to confirm though.
Oh no, he gonna come in and save their ass and all that extra shit. But I just didn't give a fuck, bro. Even the main
I thought
guy
it was
didn't even get. Did he get a power up too?
Who?
The main guy.
I mean, his thing now like transfers
Oh, he ain't
to
got to touch.
people.
Or he ain't gotta
No,
touch
he
everyone.
touched one nigga, but yeah, it went to everybody else.
Wave dash.
But I don't know if that's really his official power. I think that was like light work power up, and he might get something else.
True.
Because he's still going through some shit right now with the
Yeah.
flashback. So I feel like that's about to do something else to him.
Yeah. I feel like that final fight with Destro is going to get some other kind of power up, I
Yeah.
would guess. But in any case, though, stop sleeping on Twice.
Yeah,
It's the moral of the
100%,
story.
bro. You
Okay.
tweaking.
Because this kid literally, like, you
have to think about it in the confines-
because you were skipping around.
You have to think about it in the confines of the Boku no Hero world. Most niggas have trash quirks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this quirk is literally makes him a one-man army.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
I mean, he's up there.
It's
like,
not
he
just
can't.
that,
Obviously,
though.
it's not taking out All Might. But if you think about like most other people,
no,
don't have like the skill to handle this.
He go any hero
Made
that's
him
not
top
like actually
tier
cold, like strong, he's gonna beat him. Yeah.
I mean,
Without a doubt.
like him, Toga have entered like top tier villain status now from
I
their
think so.
from their 2 power ups.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's like low top tier. He's like at the barrier of entry level of like the top
I think
tier.
any cold nigga gonna rock his ass.
Twice?
No problem. Yeah.
debatable.
But again,
wait.
Because I feel like he
all
can
of the
flood
top
up.
tier niggas are just too powerful for him to even because he's just weak on his own.
Gigato Magana taking him down. That's why I say he's like at the barrier. Like maybe I'll say high mid tier.
Yeah,
I'll
so
put
like
it
if
that
you
way.
do it like
He's a
in
high
terms
mid tier dude.
of
The villains we've seen
what's
so
the
far.
One Punch Man, he wouldn't be like S class, but he
Yeah.
would be like A class, like the
Sure.
top tier A class.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Even
I
if
can
we
see him
go
as low S.
Nah, fuck
villains, if we go villains we've
S
seen
is
now.
like- S is like the strong niggas. S is like
No, I mean I know, but I mean from what I'm seeing from season
who do
2,
we know
there's
who's
not
strong?
some.
Who do we know that's
they're
strong?
not
Boku
like-
hero?
Oh, if we're talking villains, right?
No, I'm talking about heroes. Everyone in general, heroes and villains. Who is strong?
Oh, if we talking about villains, then we know. I'm not gonna count Stain that much. I felt like Twice might have a.
No, I think Stan was weak.
He might have a shot against Stain.
Yeah,
I would think Twice have a
I
shot
think
against
Twice would
Stain.
wreck Stain.
Yeah, 100%.
Rappa, I think would beat him. Would beat Twice.
So remind me.
Rappa,
The nigga who
bullet
like
punches took out Red Riot.
Okay.
I think he would
punched
take
the fat
out.
buddy.
He would take him out. There is Overhaul, yeah. So it's a wrap. Overhaul would take him out Twice. I don't
Alright,
see
so now
it.
let's go heroes.
Oh no, there's still more. There's Muscular.
You think so?
Y'all forgot about Muscular?
That's
No,
the
I
nigga
mean,
that
he's-
can do 1,000,000% on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think he would beat Twice?
I don't really know how strong he is. I don't know.
Wait, the one condition
just
I'm
looking
gonna
power
ask
to
is that
power. It's
Ken
like-
Twice. No, that's what I wanted to mention too. He's a one-man army, but he can also copy, since he already, at least if you count like time-wise, he can copy his own villain homies. So if he makes multiple copies of like Dobby, I think that's
I
pretty
mean, and they
huge.
can
It's
use
weird.
their powers.
I do feel like we don't fully know. Like they didn't explain it.
Yeah.
So we don't know what the limitations. You know, like I
No,
don't.
I mean he did say, "Yo, Dobby, I can copy you."
Yeah,
Like, he said that in
and
his chapter.
I did read that
But
part.
the
They
question is,
said they didn't 'cause they said
can
it
he
was
copy
too
him
much.
to the degree that he
Yeah,
copied
exactly.
himself? If he can copy him to the degree he copied himself, then he's definitely in the top tier for
Then
sure.
there's no
If
way
it's
possible.
only himself that he could copy that
You
much,
can create like a huge number of them.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, what
that's
if?
the thing.
But
Yeah.
then what if he
No,
he can
only
copy
create-
someone he's
only create
fighting?
One copy.
Wait, hold up. What, Greg?
He can only create one copy. They explained that.
of other niggas
so that's what that means.
that aren't himself.
Yeah, that's when they were saying like they were showing the little orbs or whatever. They were saying
Yeah.
copy one.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So the infinite copy is
copies will be weaker than the originals.
so the infinite copy is only himself.
Say that again.
The infinite copy you just did was only himself.
Only himself.
He
Yeah.
can only use that
But-
ability
then-
on himself.
Even if he
So-
copies someone he's fighting though, because like what I've seen, like all the copies have their own mind, pretty much, right? So if he copies someone he's fighting, would the person he's fighting, the copy, would he not also be against him? He doesn't control all the copies.
No, I mean Rapper didn't like turn on him or nothing.
What do you mean?
They copied Rapper.
They're on the same side.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm
but
saying
like,
if he's fighting like a hero, right? And he copies, say he's fighting All Might. and he copies All Might. Would it just be 2 All Mights to bust his ass now? Because that's why he was afraid to use his power, because the copies, like, he couldn't control them. He thought they would, like, he didn't even know which one was the real one, blah, blah, blah. So,
I guess. Well, I mean, even if we take it that way and say he can only make one copy of another person's quirk, then I think what I was going on still stands true, which is just like he's high mid-tier or like at the barrier of top tier. Now, if he could make infinite copies of anyone else, then that would have taken him to like OP status for sure. Like, it would have been a wrap.
Yeah, if he did that, only All Might could see his
Yeah.
Only All Might.
But right now, it's like, okay, any villain we've seen so far besides maybe Stain can drop him.
Oh, no.
Because if you're just making infinite copies of twice, like, oh yeah, and Gentle, obviously. Gentle is getting dropped. But,
No, I think
Gentle's getting dropped. By twice?
No, I think his power.
I mean, when you go against twice, it's going to be a complete.
Gentle is just a bouncy thing. The only thing that made Gentle, like, sort of devastating was the chick. Right. If we count the chick there, then I guess sure.
What was her power?
That she amplified him. She turned him Super Saiyan. Yeah, that's the only reason why he was wrong.
She amplified him.
Yeah.
Right.
That was also a part of this thing that kind of breezed through.
I mean, that part, okay.
That was like almost half a year ago, if not a year
that
ago.
Was also
That's fine. But no, I mean, like, all Twice would literally need to do is just start making infinite copies and hide his own identity amongst them. And he can literally just keep flooding.
Yeah, but my thing is, like, Twice is a weak link of his ability. So, like, anybody with, like, any sort of scale to their power will easily drop it.
Yes, rap, yeah.
That's my thing. Because it's like, all I gotta do is go through these niggas and then find out who you are. One punch, you done. All right.
So he needs to get himself stronger. He needs to become like
he needs a weak link to his own power. He needs to be the strongest. Like, once you beat all this Twice, you gotta be like, oh, now you get to fight me. Like, I'm the strongest nigga. Like, it should be like that, but it's not. He's like, you gotta throw my copies? Oh, I gotta run, bro. It's done.
Right, he's like Buggy from One Piece.
Who?
Oh, shit, you pick up
Buggy?
Twice. Basically, if you defeat all his clones, he's like, oh, shit. My weak ass definitely ain't beating all my clones. So fucking.
Which dude from One Piece?
Wait, Cracker?
Who you talking about from One Piece? Oh, Buggy. I thought you said Buddy. I was like, who? Which Buddy, nigga? It's like, hey, Buddy from One Piece.
Because you don't know all them niggas' names. They literally are all buddies.
You know how long One Piece been going on?
Yeah. Wait, you talking about Buddy from the first arc? Buddy from the second arc?
Time skip buddy.
Yeah, time skip buddy. Yeah. Filler buddy.
A lot of buddies.
Love buddy. What you talking about, man?
Slow being buddy.
Hella buddies in One Piece, bro. But yeah, no, this arc has been decent, man.
You think I really did it? I've enjoyed it. Like even the Toga.
This ice dude is kind of cold. Huh?
Yeah, he's cold.
Yeah,
I mean, just because he's beating, he's like CW. I feel like
no, not even that. His power. Did you just hear what he said? This nigga said like if he puts his ice into something, I just control that shit. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty much everywhere then, bro. All you have to do is just dig deep enough until you hit a water source, and boom.
Yeah, that's cool.
So he pretty much has like.
No, I said he's cold. Like he's like probably like one of the top tier villains. Like,
in Deuce group, Destro needs more niggas though. If this
I'm talking about he's probably a top tier hero. Villain in general. Like,
well, that's because and that's the thing that kind of
beat the Yakuza nigga.
Oh, that's what I'm kind of disappointed about Boku no Hero, because they basically just say like, if you train your quirk, you will be raw. But they just say there's all these shitty quirks. But I'm like, honestly, all those shitty quirks need to do is just train their shit and they'd be cold. Because his shit was probably like garbage. Like, oh, I just have cold breath or some shit like that. Like, and then he turned that shit into this. So I'm like, even niggas like Mineta are gonna like, who really like regularly, it would just probably be like, oh, my hair is like kind of adhesive. Now it was gonna be sticky to the point where it's like you really can't. Like take this ball off. Like,
I think it still depends on the quirk. I mean, because some quirks it's just they just don't have the power behind it. Like you know what I mean. Like no matter how strong and sticky shit is, like it's never gonna be to the point where like how this ice guy is like really fucking shit up. He like it's not. I just can't see it at all. There's no.
I think you're talking about like very linear quirks. Like Stain's quirk is like how can you level up on I stop you? Yeah, it's like if he taste your blood, you just like freeze.
Oh, I thought he didn't have a quirk.
No, his quirk is that like if he tastes your blood besides like a specific blood type, you're like pause, like you can't move.
Yeah,
that's how he gets his niggas. So like a quirk like that, I can understand how it's like impossible. The only thing he can really level up is the amount of time that you stay paused for, because he had a limit on it. So very linear quirks, I get it. It's hard to develop, but like some of these other ones where it's like, okay,
that's what I'm saying.
There's like a lot of freedom.
There's a lot of them though that
the potential varies.
You just can't there's not too much you can do.
I guess
like
so.
the animal tail buddy.
Yeah,
I mean he can get his tail stronger, but I mean what else is he gonna do?
I don't know. You might find out he could go have beast form. Or
I mean even if he does, I'm saying
like
compared to like the strong niggas, like no matter what kind of beast he turns into, he's gonna get dropped.
Damn.
Unless he turns into Giganto Machina or something.
Yeah.
The tail just gets bigger and bigger until it's a huge tail.
I don't know. I know I'd be scared of hood rats for real in this world. Because them niggas, is training they quirk. Them the only niggas, like niggas without privilege that's just out here in the streets getting it. They have no choice but to level that shit up. Because that's how they getting it. Like,
pretty much. But I mean, that's literally.
If you're getting robbed by like a swole ass nigga in the My Hero world. Like it ain't no regular robbing. It's crazy.
Damn. But no, that was that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean,
just Ice Buddy and Twice just going in.
Machina's coming too early to me. I feel like I still need to see. I don't care about Ball Buddy leveling up. I don't even know if they're really gonna give him a fight at this point. I feel like they're just gonna let him be what it is. The dude who like turns space into like marbles. He has a mask. The dude with the mask on that lost his arm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He turns space into marbles. Like he just hit you and he turns into a marble. I don't know.
He was saying, "Hey,
I pay attention to him the least in the league." Oh, matter of fact, Snake Homie, we don't know where that nigga is.
Oh, the lizard homie told me those stories.
Oh, he trash too.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck he is either. I actually don't know who I hate more, Lizard Homie or him. I'll say Lizard Homie. He's trash. He's more trash.
Because I mean, like the space time nigga, like
at least got a decent.
He has like a use. He's a very important.
Hey, whatever happened to Smoke Buddies? He dead.
Smoke Buddy.
The dude who be teleporting him and shit. The guy who's basically like
I thought it was the same person.
What? Nah, he's like what's his face's butler, more or less.
Bro, wait, the one who like the actual teleporter.
Yeah.
Oh. He's on another mission right now, I think, right? Hey, yo, Gramps, do you remember? If I remember right, when this first started, the reason why he's not with him is because he was doing something, like a super like side quest or something, and he just couldn't join them. Do you recall? Oh, I'll have to look. It literally like they stated it in like the very first chapter of this arc.
Oh damn. Like oh, okay. Hey, well, he probably would have had some original shit, though, too. He probably would have been cold on the real, because he was, like, with All For One, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that dude's like a real
he's like
villain.
A legitimate teleporter.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty OP.
Not on that Night Eye shit.
But no, yeah, it looks like Gigantum. Well, okay, wait, that's a question, too. So, they said, before they showed this panel, they said that Homie wasn't going to show for another hour and like, what, an hour and a half? Hour, 5 minutes? Something like that.
20 years, something.
But then after that, like the scientist was like, yo, low key, they need some help right now. And then I think, didn't he physically wake up the giant? So I think it's going to be sooner than that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Homie's like literally on his way now.
So it means he was just fucking with him
15
then.
minutes? Yeah.
Yeah, he was fucking with him.
I guess so.
So he didn't even need to sleep for that long. He was just like, oh, y'all niggas weak.
Monster. But no, I mean, right now it just looks like the Villain Society after Twice woke up like this. Like all Dabi got to do is beat the Ice guy, and they're pretty much like done. I mean,
they're all trash, man. Like I said, Reed Destro's group is like very disappointing, bro.
Right,
110,000 niggas and like 2 of them is good. What types of odds are that?
2?
Yeah. Like 2 of them are good. Maybe you could argue maybe the Mind Chick was good, but I'm not even gonna say her. I'm just saying 2 because I think Reed Destro is probably good and this Ice nigga is good. Those are the only 2 people I'm assuming Reed Destro is good. That nigga might have a trash quirk anyways.
He don't in the face.
He a leader nigga. He got to. I'm telling you. You saw how he snapped Buddy neck, bro. Don't play with him.
I don't know.
Look, y'all keep challenging me when I say don't sleep on a nigga. It's almost never been wrong. Why do we keep arguing about these things? Napoleon.
I know he's gonna say that. Where he at right now?
Who grew all the flowers? Yeah.
Nobody said sleep on.
Yes, yeah, y'all niggas sleep on. I said, I think he's gonna be trash. You ain't finna do shit. Y'all nigga, that nigga trash. He's still trash. Come on, bro.
Oh, okay, not trash. You can't call him trash.
He about to teach Luffy a whole hockey move, bro. All you need to do is eat some food. He about to catch some bodies, bro.
Those snake females had that power too. It was trash.
Oh, but that was literally. Oh man, they could shoot at.
No, they was doing the same blocking shit.
When was the chicks doing that?
Yes, on the Snake Shorties. Who's Bull Hancock? They was doing the same shit. They
like literally Hancock's sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't recall.
Snake Shorty.
Free Destro got some in the back
I thought you were
pocket.
talking about like literally the
might.
basic arrow.
I just don't like.
But
I think it's really like why I don't like this. I think you're right. It is their group. Like I don't like. I think that, what are they called?
The Liberation Army.
Yeah, I think they are trash.
Liberation Army.
oh, they are.
Like they are like
No,
they have no
no.
interest in them whatsoever.
110,000 people, bro. They could have at least got Gentle. Fuck around. That would have been a better, like, at least there's somebody that's decent in there. Like, what are you just hiding the background?
Wow. Like,
Just
no,
like they
we don't
just
really
seemingly
want
could
that
recruit
smoke.
him in there and he's still trying to make his YouTube channel and the Liberation Army and shit.
They
And then they have heroes on their side too, which is more fucking annoying,
True.
bro.
That's true.
Yeah, they got
It's like,
they got 6
how you
niggas
got
running
these
through your
trash heroes on your
6
side
niggas
too?
running through your entire army. Nigga, what's the point?
And the niggas that are like the ice dude ain't even a hero. So I'm like, he just a regular nigga that's been training his quirk and just doing his own thing. Y'all say y'all got heroes.
That would be good if they introduced more less regular niggas who are just strong as fuck, but they're not a hero or villain.
Yeah.
They just out there
I mean,
chilling.
that's what they did. Looks like they only got
That's
one.
what dude is. Dude was like,
But
I was on the
I
cut,
hope they
bro.
got more of them. That's kind of like Fujitora.
But I mean,
Isn't it?
if you think about
Oh,
it,
I mean, yeah, but
if you think about it, that's kind of cold, and there's probably niggas that do that because it's like, it's supposed to basically be our world with quirks. It's like, I mean, there's niggas who train in the mountains today. So now imagine that niggas just, I'm in the mountains training my quirk. Like, yeah, them niggas is raw.
Just for
Like,
no
and I
reason.
don't need to be
pretty
a
much.
hero or nothing. I'm just becoming one with my quirk, bro.
right. And so it's pretty much like what's his face, One Punch Man too. Suryu?
Oh, no.
A little bit.
Oh, no.
No?
You brought Siri up?
I mean, I'm just saying it's like the same situation almost, right? Just a random mother.
You're so disappointed, bro.
Did they finish the Siri shit yet?
I mean,
or no?
the last episode was homie just got
He's watching
slapped
anime.
by the
Oh.
monster.
Like
Like
okay.
still, like,
Is he
so
crying yet or no?
tournament yeah, he pretty much
Oh,
cried.
okay.
And like Saitama just showed up about to do work. But
So
that's
he
when
cried and said, "Save me, heroes."
Yep.
Siri, you talking all that shit, bro. I'm ready to take on. Saitama! Oh, come on, let's go!
Bro, I was so sure the nigga was going. I was like, when he first showed up, I was like, yeah, y'all sleeping. This nigga hard. This nigga. Yeah, this shit.
That nigga was full goofy, bro.
Nah, that was a
He
little
ain't did
sad.
shit
I thought
at
he was
all.
gonna do work
Fuck.
for that monster too, but
That they hyped Siri's name up like
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, he murked everybody with just one hit minus Saitama, which was expected. It was like,
remember when
okay,
we
so
talking
he's
about
still
this
hot. But then he
baby
just got,
bag bitch.
yeah, he got
That
slapped
is
by the
Siri.
monsters, dude. He wasn't ready for that smoke.
King could probably drop that nigga.
I mean, King to drop anyway.
King's engine. Vroom vroom.
Siri was a complete disappointment.
Oh no! I only brought him up just to say that he was like a random other effer. That though he can't beat monsters, fine, but he's still pretty effing strong.
Yeah, he's still stronger than all the regular niggas.
I mean, he Hercule.
He probably S class.
He's Hercule. If you just move everybody strong out the world, he
No,
there. He up there.
He probably S class.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
From what we've been seeing in these arcs, I don't think he could beat any of them S class niggas.
I think so.
He's not beating Kid Genius. And I think Kid Genius might be one of the weakest of
Well, I
the
mean, that's
S
the
class.
thing, though. I mean, like S class
He is
isn't
not
just
beating Kid Genius.
You know what I'm saying?
bro.
You think Kid Genius is the weakest?
Who
I
do you
think
think
Gay
is
Buddy's the weakest of all.
Flashy Flash?
No, Gay Buddy. The rapist.
Oh, this nigga just make up moves, bro. This nigga was literally like, "Oh shit, my chest hair is indestructible." Like
I
that
still
nigga
think-
just
I
made
still
up a
think he's the
move.
weakest, though. That's
Nah, bro. Anybody who start doing
Who would
Saitama
ask
shit, don't sleep.
What S class is weaker than?
Oh, he did get beat by the Sea Monster, but I think Kid Genius would have got dropped by Sea King too.
Fuck
on the low.
no.
Come on.
Kid
You think
Genius beat that Firebird nigga.
He's about to
Phoenix?
die off that.
Huh?
He's about to die off that.
But
Though.
that Phoenix nigga was strong as fuck.
All right, Gramps, I want to hear your opinion since you're the resident One Punch Man episode. We're expert. Who you think is the strongest?
Which two characters again?
Kid Genius and Muscle Buddy.
No, Gay Buddy.
the prison.
Oh yeah,
Black
yeah,
Muscle
right.
Buddy? He's strong as
Dark
fuck.
Ally, Super
That
Ally,
nigga's
Dark
shot
Shine.
cold.
What'd you say?
Shit. I'm gonna go with the brother.
No. Sorry, not the black guy. The
Gay
gay
one,
dude.
the rapist.
The prison guy.
Oh hell no! His weekends. He
Damn.
can't.
Thank you.
Y'all on that with him, bro. This nigga just be making up moves.
He the weakest S class.
All right, fine. So if he's the weakest S class,
Well, maybe
I don't see.
Metal Bat. Metal Bat, I don't know.
I don't see. Oh, he's S class.
Yeah.
Damn, we ain't seen him at all in this arc.
Because he
bro.
got
It's been a
fucked
minute.
up, but
But no, his
Centipede,
power's kind of broken though. Because doesn't he get
he gets
stronger with the?
yeah.
So-
So how strong is that?
So I don't know. Between them two, I still don't see Siriu beating them. Them two can definitely take out monsters on their own.
No, not just monsters. Take out the monster that Siriu couldn't beat.
He was a general, so dude
He was
took
the
out
same.
was a general.
He was the same
Go
level
catch
same level as the giant centipede.
He was he had to be weaker than Elder Centipede.
Not a lot of niggas that would have beat Getsu.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fuck?
They the same level.
He was as strong as Elder Centipede.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he said.
Was like, shit, man. Now I realize who was beating my top guys or whatever.
Yeah, I feel you.
And he pointed out some Getsu and Centipede. But
I don't think he mean them niggas on the same level though.
No, he 100% off.
Nah, I think Goketsu's a little bit weaker than Elder Centipede. I would say that they might be close, but I would not say they was equal.
And I wouldn't say that niggas like Metal Bed or anybody would be able to go against him.
I
didn't even stand a fucking chance against Elder Centipede.
But did Siriu really stand a chance?
No. But that's what I'm saying. That's why they're probably like close to the same level.
Nah, bro. I can't see it. I just can't put that respect on Siriu name. I'm sorry.
I feel you know.
I can't.
I'm not even mad.
I can't, bro.
It's like he was such a disappointment.
He never came back. And he did that baby back crying shit. No, come on. Yeah. I can't. I can't go. At least Muscle Buddy or Gay Buddy took his L like a man. When Sea King dropped him, he just took that L. He held that, moved on, came back stronger. Metal Bad took that L. Like, nah, come on. Siriu started crying? Nah, bro. I'm sorry. That takes away some hero points from me.
True.
That takes away some points.
I was low-key surprised he didn't actually become a monster himself. I thought he was going to do it. When he was giving the action.
Is that shit blurred out?
Yeah, I saw it earlier.
Oh, he did.
I don't know what that means.
Alright, well.
Ooh.
Maybe I need to, like, zoom or whatever.
Never even
Oh, cameraman isn't here.
I know. And the shit getting, oh, shit.
Oh, wait. It just got better.
Okay.
I don't know what you did, but it worked.
Zoomed in, zoomed out. Alright, next one. Let's just do 7 Deadly Sins real quick.
Oh, let's look at that.
I mean,
Yeah, niggas came back.
I'm still set. Like,
What just happened?
At that last chapter.
Zeldarus is now the Demon King.
DK.
Oh, go back. Can I pull it up? The last thing I saw was when that rock dropped on Shorty.
Oh no, she got saved. And then
Honestly,
we found out
if
that
you want to stop
the Demon
the
King's
series
still
right
alive.
there, I wouldn't even blame you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you if you just stopped reading right there.
So the chapter before this one was where the rock dropped on her?
No, this is 2 chapters ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. This is now like Zeldarus is the Demon King. Or the Demon King went into Zeldarus' body.
Oh, instead of
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that's all they revealed in the last chapter was that it went in his body and now he's running around doing shit. So
It's just
they about to fight this nigga, like that's pretty much it.
pretty much it. Ooh. That low key made it stop.
Oh, and them
That might
Indra
stop the
Beasts.
recording.
different.
Oh, yeah, different.
And them Indra Beasts.
It looks like he's like another random legendary demon that we had no idea about.
Yeah.
Even though the legendary demon
I thought they
should've
said the
been-
name before though, because I thought that was the name of the form that they go into. Like you remember when Fire Buddy in the flashback had transformed? They called him like Indra Beast or some shit like that.
Huh?
Yeah, so maybe this is where they took the form from.
So my question though is how did they save?
Oh,
Merlin saved her.
Oh, yeah.
Merlin saw the rock was finna. No, Merlin saw the rock was finna crush her and just moved her out the way.
Bro, she's too OP.
And then, and then she was just like, oh, and then they saw the curse is still active, so they were like, somebody must still be alive. So we was like, oh, okay, maybe that means that they're about to fight the Goddess Clan now. But they was like, nah, actually, they just left the 10 Commandments lying around. Not Chandler, the other guy, Cusack.
Mm-hmm.
They were both still alive, but like Chandler was wilding, so Cusack killed him, and then was like, "Oh, look at all these 10 Commandments. Let me just collect them and save Master Zeldarus because I love him like my son or whatever." So in saving him, he pretty much just transferred the Demon King to his body, and then the Demon King like just woke up and was just like, "Bye, nigga," and killed him. So now he's in Zeldarus' body, but Zeldarus' love. I think you saw that was in that chapter before she died. Like they freed her, Meliodas freed her.
Yeah.
The vampire chick. Okay. There's some vampire chick he's in love with that Meliodas freed. So I think she's gonna come into play to help them like break him. Yeah, wake him up.
So this nigga is stretching this shit out. No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly it.
No,
I'm so sad. It's the saddest thing ever.
I feel like they cut that check for him because they was like, because it's been doing good on Netflix.
Okay.
So it was like, since it's been doing good on Netflix, I'm sure they was like, all right, let's get 4 seasons out of this bad boy.
A few more episodes.
Yeah, because we gonna drop season 3 soon. Niggas gonna get mad if it just end here. Just go ahead and get us a little bit more.
Man, it was a good finish, man. Say what you want. They could have ended that. They could have either ended it or brought in the Angels.
I was so sure the Angels was coming down.
They could have did one of the two.
No. And I feel like we still got to deal with them, so it's still got to happen. So that's another 3 years.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. It was a pretty lame chapter. I don't know what this Injured Beast is gonna be, but I pretty much seen the climax of all these characters, so I really don't know what else I'm gonna get that I care about.
Exactly. It's like I don't know.
I
feel like
even a pride fight might not do it for me here, to be honest. If he even has his commandment anymore, because I thought he gave it away.
True.
So
we've seen legitimate maxes and come ups of like all the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, so I don't know what they gonna do. A combo attack now?
Yeah, they're literally just gonna they're BSing. Like, long story short.
Yeah, buddy, reaching. Sorry, you gonna kill your manga doing this shit.
No, maybe.
All right. Black Clover. So Asa is putting in work. And then I guess was it this chapter that Lich and Patry like semi-separated or whatever and talked to each other?
They first talked to each other last chapter.
Okay.
Combined attack and they got
No. Like the guy in Lich body. There's like the original guy who got taken over by the Demon King and fucked his whole people up. And then there's this guy that we've been seeing that's been doing all the talking and stuff, whose name is Patry, who's pretending to be Lich but isn't actually Lich.
Hey, bro, I'll be real.
Yeah, I know you don't know Black Clover. I just learned this recently.
How did you learn that?
I mean, I paid attention finally.
No,
I
paid attention. All the shit about like that Lich, like the past stuff.
Basically, the first Emperor came out and split his body into 2. The only question that I have is still open, which is like, who the fuck is the third dude? The human whose body they took over. We just leaving him alone? William Vengeance? Like, are we just leaving this nigga like?
See, yeah, that was my question. So, who was the nigga that killed the Magic Emperor? Who was that?
The nigga who killed the Magic Emperor was the Demon King. Like, he fucked him up, but then he got sealed.
No, you mean like the actual demon?
Like the current one.
I think it was Patry.
So Patry was the black eye.
They basically said Lich has been asleep this whole time. Because once he woke up, he was like, oh yeah, thanks. Like, I know the full story. Like, thanks for all this, the help, pretty much.
Petrie or whatever is the nigga with the black eye.
Right. That's right.
So they didn't split though, right? They were 2 separate people.
I mean, there's 2 different...
No, they weren't 2 separate bodies. They were all inhabiting the same body. So I think there was like 3 niggas in this body. I think there was the original human and then 2 elves. So then the other part is like, now realizes that I guess dude is daddy or something. Because you saw how he said that too. He made a comment. He was like, oh, this dude feels familiar. Once the bodies got separated, they flagged to Yuno, and Yuno was like, oh, this nigga feels familiar. So I guess the theory people have been saying about Yuno being Lich's son.
Okay, look.
Is.
So you're saying him and him were in the same body?
Yes.
That guy with black eyes already out of the body though.
That's what the Magic Emperor just did. They just unsealed that nigga.
No. They woke him up.
From where?
Because when they all brought the elves back, the nigga in this body here, like he wasn't moving at all. But the nigga with the black eye, he was always around like doing shit. He was the one mainly doing shit. He's the one that brought the
So you're saying the original Lich body was just never used, and this guy was just pretending to look like Lich. So there's 2 people in one person's body, and the Lich who he was pretending to be,
he was already
frozen.
Fighting. He was already fighting before the Emperor even showed up.
I got you.
And like, so it's.
But this guy was pretending to be Lich whole time. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, see that part I don't know, but it's
that's the dude he's been pretending like he was Lich whole time, but he wasn't. So it's like that. Oh, and if you go back, you saw what's his face said.
What?
Yeah, go back to whatever chapter you was just on.
I'm checking before. So.
This is gonna make way more sense animated.
True.
That's how I feel. Because like them scenes is like really throwing me off as to what's going on.
Can't even go back that far.
But yeah, if you go to like 207 at the end of it,
oh, you mean when Buddy was like,
I'm just talking about the Yuno part.
Yeah, I feel like I know you or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So there's that. And then Ash is gonna use his. I guess Ash is about to get a new move.
That's
I don't
what it
think
looks like.
this is symbolism that he's gonna get a new move. I just think during the fight he's gonna get something new. So yeah, go up.
See?
So so they brought him from somewhere.
Who?
That's them showing up. So them three, the guy pretending to be Lich, and then that's them. You see the light streak. So they showed up with him. So they got him from somewhere.
Yeah, he probably was in the same spot.
Oh, he's probably in the Demon King's body. Go back to where you were showing him, where they had found his ass. Go back again. One more. So here, that's them three, but he's up here. So I don't know what they fucking did. Where the fuck he came from? Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now I understand my
came
confusion. I just like gave up on that, like the whole Elvis part.
Yeah.
I just like take it as face value, like, oh, these niggas about to fight the demon.
But either way, yeah. So whoever Patry is, I don't even know what his magic is anymore now, because Lich's magic is sword magic. The first Emperor's magic is light magic. Asta is anti-magic. Yuno's wind magic. I don't know what the fuck Patry is, and the chick Nero is ceiling magic.
You don't know shit about that nigga.
Unlock. She's a big fat key.
But he's the nigga that was inside the Golden Dawn's body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patry.
Yeah. So eventually Patry needs to let that body go and free old dude. That's also stupid because I think when they took him down to his heart, all Ash had to do was just cut that shit open.
True.
Then it would have been a wrap. Because then you can't say that.
But I still think that was OP in the first place, though. His heart can talk? What?
Well, I mean, he's a Demon King, so whatever.
He's not a Demon King.
Wow.
He is.
You know, he's a regular demon, I thought.
No, he's a Demon King.
So who's the nigga inside Asta?
I don't know.
That's
some dark elf, bro. I don't
know about that one.
I thought the nigga inside Asta was fucking Lich. But I guess not. This nigga Lich is still out there doing shit.
It's like,
bro, I don't know.
It's goofy. Maybe he's the first elf emperor, bro.
Okay, when I was, because I'm low-key still watching, I'm watching the anime via Toonami right now in the dub. And what they were just pretty much on is when Asta was first figuring out how to use his demon powers. And how they explained it on the show is that it actually originates from the swords.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what I'm trying to say, though, is that the sword probably just stored some of the demon's homie magic, and he just absorbs that and can do it because he has no magic at all. So he just absorbs the anti-magic through the swords and utilizes that as like an aura kind of shield form. Blah, blah, blah.
But it is related to Lich somehow, because I feel like sword magic.
I thought they explained it already, that the book was created because of the creating... trying to create the Demon King's book the first time, ended up creating this one like by
so I thought
weird,
some weird Lich turned into the big ass monster in the past.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I thought
they ended up creating that book.
Yeah, I thought that was just a nigga that's inside Asta. But I guess not.
That's a Demon King.
No, I think it's
that big ass monster is the Demon King that they fighting right now.
No,
right?
Whoa, wait, pause. No.
The one that the Emperor just killed with that sword in the flashback.
Like the OG big demon?
Yeah.
That's Lich.
Yeah.
That was Lich.
That was Lich taken over by the Demon King.
No. He did that so the Demon King couldn't take over his body.
Yeah. He was
Demon King was trying to take his body, but he said, I'm going to give you this shit, nigga. I'm going to turn into this big ass demon. And they turned into demons, so like...
Y'all niggas is goofy, bro. I'm not trying to understand this shit. I'm out again. Right when I thought I mastered this shit, I'm like, no, bro, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
It still is good, though.
I'm done reading it, bro.
This shit's still good, bro.
I'm done reading it and processing what they say. I'm just going to watch them throw
fights.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only reason.
And when they unlock this storyline, this is the most convoluted character plot ever, bro. Like, if you draw all these fucking faces out and go, he's related to this, he's related to this. The only person who's not related to nobody, Yami. Yami just on the outside, just looking at all this shit. But then we don't even know what kingdom that nigga from. Yeah, once we find out what that nigga kingdom is, we gonna find out he related to this person, that person, who ends up also being related to the elf motherfucker. So Yami low-key in this.
I think these elf niggas are too much alike.
I think there's too many of them that they dropped on us all at once. We met like 10 elves all at once. I'm like, I don't know who's who, what's what, and then we got one random flashback with y'all looking different than y'all look now. So I don't know who the fuck y'all niggas are. Like, I'm not gonna remember Liar's name and vet.
I don't know who the fuck Liar is. Bro, I have no idea who that
dude
is.
who copies powers.
But who is he?
That dude with the hair that went against Mary Leona.
No, I
don't know who he is in the flashback.
Yeah, I get who he is like in the current life, but I'm like, what is he like in the past?
He a nigga that lies, bro. That's it. They call him liar for a reason. All right, anything else?
I'm sure there's somebody on YouTube who could explain everything for us.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
But I ain't got time for that.
Anything else on Black Clover?
No, it's just still good though. Best manga out right now.
No, it's
Other Shonen Jump.
Promised Neverland.
Weak.
So it looks like Emma figured it out.
That's what it looks like.
So they went to the 7 walls.
They pretty much. We got the definition of what the 7 walls are.
7 walls represent space and time.
Pretty much.
It's the 6 dimensions of space, and then the 7th is time.
Right.
So they time traveling now, Bachchu?
No, basically the guy who makes the rules sits outside of the 7 walls. So basically, you're saying he sits out of space and time.
Right.
The guy who they need to make the new promise with.
Right.
So he controls space and time.
He sits outside of it.
Like,
we don't know if he controls it or not. We just know the nigga sits outside of it.
So this is getting more into sci-fi, like fantasy, like almost.
No, I think the weirdest part with which I think they semi-raised is like, how the fuck was he able to do this? Because if he is a demon, the demons have been proven now that like we eat things and become whatever they are. So what the fuck did he eat to become like a guy who transcends space and time? Because
he himself like transcends it, or he just like there's literally a building that called the 7 walls, and he actually sits outside of it. You mean he's actually?
They went to the 7 walls. Inside the 7 walls, they had to do these things, right? And then they found out that the riddle that they got released was representative of like the 6 dimensions of space and time. So what they figured out is that like to do whatever the thing for the 7 wall is, they somehow have to be able to transcend these things to get to him. So Emma has figured it out at the end of the chapter. Ray was about to lose his fucking mind like everybody else that like went into this place. But the question is like, if the guy they make the promise with is a demon, how the fuck did he
transcend?
Yeah, get this ability? Because what did he eat to do that?
So like, what did Emma figure out?
He God? I don't know. We're about to find out in the next chapter. That they left it on a cliffhanger. Yeah.
So everyone was trying to figure out like how to get.
Just Ray and Emma are the only people here.
And then Ray couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. So Ray ended up in a spot where like he basically found all these other niggas who tried and failed. But he just saw a bunch of other demons and a bunch of niggas. So he was about to go crazy.
Yeah, so Emma's smarter than Ray now.
I mean, in terms of like stupid riddles for friendship,
you can count that for luck though too. Wait, go ahead, Grace.
We also found out that Phil found that shit out like a couple years ago, so it's nothing.
True.
He bullshitting, right?
I think so.
Oh, okay. If he wasn't, I would start pick this shit back up right now. I'm like, what?
I mean, we know Phil would have figured it out if he had the opportunity. He doesn't fuck with them, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't?
He basically said, "I'm killing all these demons," and then Emma was like, "Oh, but like the 7 walls are the option." He said, "Look, I'm killing all these demons, but you can do whatever the fuck you want to do." So he basically said, "If you figure it out before I kill all these demons, then maybe I'll stop."
Right.
So that's why they were just like, "All right, we just gonna find 7 wall."
Right.
But he's still fucking shit up because he now is sending Don and Gilda to go find Musica and Sungju.
Yep. So
he can kill them because Musica and Sungju they found out are like the key to like basically can heal all the demons with Musica and Sungju because Musica doesn't need to eat humans
to be smart.
So to be smart. If demons drink her blood, they can basically get her abilities. Mm-hmm. So Emma was posing like, "Oh, you can just have them all drink Musica's blood," but Norman was like, they still gonna want to eat humans. Like it's not gonna stop them. They don't need to eat humans anymore, but it doesn't mean it's not a delicacy. You know what I mean? True. Just because like, I don't need to eat steak doesn't mean I'm just gonna stop eating it. So
right. I mean, like just
they're here doing this.
Like, you literally you just gained the ability where you never need to eat food to drink water again. Yeah. Are you seriously never going to eat food to drink water again?
Yeah.
Then ain't going.
Are you just gonna ignore a good ass steak just because you don't have to eat it anymore?
Yeah. Exactly. So. That's where we at.
You don't have to. You can be a vegan for why would I want to?
Yep.
Well, I'm just saying, delicious foods.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why would I not do it?
How good it feels to eat a delicious food just because you don't need to.
Right. It'll still taste good. Fun.
Yeah. So Niggas is goofy, but yeah, I'm interested to see what the actual answer to this question is.
Right.
That's
It's
pretty
like,
much
I mean,
it.
based on what they stated, they have to find a way to transcend space and time, which is like, what? Like, how's that even a question? But I guess we're about to find out the answer. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for that one.
Yeah. Anything for you, Gramps, before we switch to the big body?
Nigga, what? Big body.
Big body One Piece. The big body One Piece. Here we go.
Here we go. 944.
Wait, do you know when it's up to One Punch Man first?
Oh, what happened?
Oh,
Chick with the Monster King? It got released?
Yeah, he bodied the Monster
They
King.
just released another one today.
Oh,
That,
today?
it wasn't him bodying the Monster King?
No, that shit was.
Was it him bodying the Monster King?
No, that was last week. That was one that just got released following that today.
Oh, I didn't see. We don't. It's not on M
What,
Street.
yeah, what are you reading it on?
I was looking at this app called Manga Browser.
No.
Sound like a virus.
I did a random refresh and that shit popped up. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh. I mean, if you want to talk about that one, you can. But I can speak on the other one.
Okay, we can start with that one, the previous one. Well, last week's.
Okay. You said manga what? Browser?
Yeah.
Virus protection.
Oh no, they just have they don't have it like online first.
Oh, this is an actual app.
Yeah.
Yeah, phone app.
Oh.
But yeah, for 108, I mean, we just saw him body the Monster King, and I guess after what you guys said about Suryu, he also put respect on Goketsu's name.
Yep.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else interesting in there. 6-1.
I mean, we essentially just see the aftermath of Saitama beating Buddy's ass. The dog. Well, we saw that the dog woke up. And,
Yeah.
Monster King was like, "Yo, get his ass."
Nah, he
The dog
got
said,
bitched out.
enough.
He got bitched out. It's like time to look at that nigga and say, "You want it again?"
Right. But yeah, we do see proof that Saitama punched his ass and he survives. So put some respect on that dog's name.
Oh.
But didn't he say he like didn't really beat his ass though? Like he didn't go full strength.
Yeah,
on him?
he said he didn't have to. He said to Orochi, he said, "Oh, I don't have to hold back on you. I think, or something like that."
Nah, he still fucked the rookie up with normal punches though.
But he was
Yeah, look it up on my
he
phone.
made it sound like he was holding him back even more against the dog again.
I mean, yeah, kind of like you can essentially kind of say that basically at the level where Saitama did a neck chop on Garou and knocked him out.
Yeah,
you can essentially say he held back a little bit less strength when he hit the dog.
Well,
Yeah, I mean either way, he bodied the dog. That's all I got from it.
And turned him into the Hulk when he saw fucking Thanos.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Monster King, did he drop him in that chapter, or is he about to drop him? I forgot.
No, he's dead.
No, he took that nigga out.
Oh yeah, so Monster King dropped.
He said because as he was dropping, he was like, "Oh shit!" So this is what it feels like. The field's red. As he was, slowly dying, falling into the hole.
sucks.
That's basically the very end of it. And the chapter that follows that is just a follow-up of it. I can't remember the alien-looking buddy name, the one who's fighting.
Goro.
Yeah. He's the one that's fighting Tatsumaki?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's basically seeing, he has these little, drones, I guess you could call them, flying all over the place, and he sees Orochi dead. He's like, oh shit, he dead? He got killed by who? And he flies over and sees Saitama. He was like, some bald guy. And then Tatsumaki is thinking that it's
Super Alloy Dark Shine
he's referring to. And so she proceeds to kick his ass or whatever, and then we see Fubuki, and she's with Sang and whatever his brother's name is, and she's basically saying, "Oh shit, my sister's using a shit ton of her power. She must be going to get somebody strong as hell." And then they basically are mentioning King. They're saying, "Oh shit," so King might even be in trouble or whatever. And they cut over to him. Some monster walks up to him, faking like it's the little kid who got kidnapped, and King was like, yeah, don't come over here or whatever. And it's basically
this is fucking stupid. I know. I'm at that part. This is stupid,
the
bro.
monster can sense all of that shit, and then it's like, oh shit, I'm dying. You know, it's basically being scared to death, and then it just fucking melts away.
I'm done, bro. King is OP, bro.
Yes, he is.
This nigga is funny as hell.
I'm gonna get this up.
I hate King, bro. He's my favorite character.
You don't realize he doing all this shit with a regular ass outfit. Everybody got on like some type of like
super suit, and he killing them niggas, bro.
And this motherfucker just be chilling in a regular. I woke up like this outfit.
That's how he be, bro. Because he doesn't need the superhero suits.
Psychic Shorty, she hard though. She cool.
I think she's Saitama or close to it.
Yeah, I mean she's the closest person, I think.
And whenever I see somebody do that okay face that Saitama do, I feel like he's trying to say like, look, nigga, she up there.
Oh, that's the sign.
That's how I'm taking it.
I'm just waiting for us to see Watchdog, man, because
and he did a Saitama face too.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm saying, I think that's the sign.
So it was the person inside the eyeball, buddy.
You got a plug back here?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially.
Like behind the couch?
And she's saying, shit, ain't you my sister's friend? So, I don't know if they're trying to build up some hype points to find out who that person was inside the alien body, but I don't think it's anything important.
That's interesting.
Alright. Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
You ready for us to move on? You want to catch up?
So that's a good chapter for me.
For real. Alright, on to that big body One Piece.
One Piece 944.
So I guess the fight nobody's been waiting for, Zoro and Sanjuro, finally make a move. Who did Zoro? Oh, Zoro had to have. I thought that part was odd.
What?
Where Zoro was like, "Yo, Frankie, block these bullets for me." I'm just like, I mean, I get it, but I'm like, Zoro been lifting up like whole buildings.
No. I thought about that too, and I think that literally was there just to put some light on Frankie because it's been so long.
When Zoro was like, yeah.
Oh, and he was like, "Yo, cover me," and he was like, "Dope." I think that was literally just like, it's just to get like the audience hype.
I forgot about that part too. No, go ahead.
That was just to get the audience hype because it's been so long.
Yeah, Frankie did shit. You need to see a man do some shit.
Yeah,
right. Like that was it. It was just to make him look cool.
The Kishiro block, I thought that shit was odd too. I was like, damn, I thought he was a fuckboy the whole time.
Oh, you did?
You had to know he was strong, at least decent.
I thought he was decent.
I thought he was going to be
I
like
still think Zoro would drop his ass, though.
I thought he was going to be like a Diamante.
Zoro's just playing right now. He's just playing around right now. He ain't too serious.
I thought he was going to be like Diamante in Don Flamingo's era where, like, you know how Puppet Dude got freed and went against Diamante?
Right.
And then dropped him. I thought that's what Kishiro was. He's going to go against Kinemon and be like... Yeah. I thought he was going to go against Kinemon because he'd been talking all that shit, so I thought he was going to be like, hey, yo... Kinemon, you know, I've been trying to fight you the whole time. And then Kinemon was going to drop him, which to me means that, like, why are you here, bro? You got dropped by a nigga that was big, he wasn't even world renowned. He was just like a big name in his city.
True.
20 years ago. Like, he didn't get any stronger since that 20 years either. He got pasted into 20 years. You had to train 20 years and you still
I still think this is literally just to give us some hype before the real hype. Because I still think these fights aren't going to settle a winner or a loser.
Of course not.
They're literally just like going to clash for a hot second. Some go happen and then split up again.
That Frankie look was cold, though.
Oh, yeah.
That Frankie look was
cold. So you just to put that on. Hit that with that strong that I ate to. Hit one of those.
That's what King.
Oh, you finally got turned. And then Big Mom's coming to drop some niggas.
Yeah. I do want to highlight
as expected.
Fuck. Yeah, Killer. Yeah, there's a few stuff that kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was.
Shit! Yeah.
Fuck. Killer up.
Yeah.
And the reveal, we didn't even realize that was Killer this whole damn time.
Yo,
I'm upset about that.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm upset about that.
I'm disappointed because I don't feel like his fight versus Zoro made it seem like he was on Zoro's level.
That's
how it should have been.
Zoro took him out one hit, but then he did stab Zoro easily, and then like nigga died, like he almost died or some shit.
Yeah,
I guess that them trying to do it, but I'm like, come on, bro, nah.
Yeah, I mean, like you could.
That's kind of shocking, though.
I don't think Killer's at his next level. That's the reason behind it.
Why? Because he has a smile fruit?
Because he's basically lost a lot of his will, you can essentially say, by becoming Kaido's little bitch.
Well, I thought they just gave him the smile fruit and tortured him. I didn't see him as Kaido's bitch. I just thought he was just around. They say he's a bounty hunter, and they imprisoned him.
That's like saying Yasui he ate the fruit, right?
Yeah.
And he still was like disobeying the niggas and doing shit.
Yeah.
So I don't think he lost his will. It's just that he can't show emotion, right? That's what I took from it.
But I mean, that could have effed him up.
Yeah, he can't show any of his real emotion. He just laughs.
Right, but I think that still effed him up a little bit.
He's not just a random bounty hunter. He's literally Orochi sent him out there to find Shorty ass, to find Otoko,
right,
the killer.
Oh,
so why
Orochi's henchman?
Why did they arrest him?
That is true. Why are they arresting him?
Because he failed. Because he failed the killer.
But no, what I was gonna say for his fighting abilities, that based on Kid's backstory of Killer, considering it was such a big deal for Killer to smile in the first place, I think that literally effed him up in his head. So obviously that affected his fighting capability. So you could argue that with that.
If your will is weak in One Piece, you're not going to be as strong of a fighter.
Right. So I think that effed him up with his fight with Zoro too.
Is that true though? I think your hockey's not as strong, but like, what?
Well, I mean, it's almost like imagining going through a trauma, right? So like you literally like have something that you're completely embarrassed about that literally F's with your head, period. And then someone introduces where you got to be going through said trauma now 24/7. Like you're not going to be at max capability for anything you do if you're consistently going through said trauma. You know?
I guess we about to get a Killer backstory. Maybe that's what that means. But like,
What that means is that Kid Crew just went down, in my opinion.
That's true. That's kind of a drop for me. Like, and I was
Zoro killing your nigga with one hit.
I was surprised that Kid got captured again, but then my guess is that he saw him on the street and was just like, "Oh fuck it."
I think that might be on slightly a purpose though too, because let's not forget. I think Kid has a Sea Stone cuff key that isn't his own, and Raizo, that samurai there, has Kid's Sea Stone cuff key.
Oh,
so they need to be some point where they meet back up, and I think they're just using this as that way to do it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So especially with Big Mom showing up too, like I think this is when it's gonna start to get real, at least for the prison.
I feel like this is we're about to enter like the Luffy running phase, like we get in every arc, where like Big Mom's gonna show up. Queen is gonna be like, damn, we fighting them. The whole thing's chaos. Luffy's just running like, let's go. Exactly. We gotta run in 9 days, guys. Let's run towards this thing.
Pretty much.
And then Kid's like, hey, bro, I'm gonna stop and take out this guy. Oh, Killer's like, you know what? I'm tired of smiling. I'm gonna stop and take out this guy.
No. I mean,
I don't know about that one.
I think they're gonna fix the smile thing for him. They got to.
No,
Chopper.
Vegapunk is
That's why Chopper's here.
Oh,
he is?
I think Vegapunk's gonna fix it.
You think so?
I think so. I think he's the only person that's smart enough. Chopper's trash.
They got put respect on his name. Chopper and Law combined. Their doctor skill, even though I really don't buy that Law as a doctor, but whatever. Like Chopper and Law's doctor skills combined, they could say Vegapunk maybe. Come on, why you on it? Why you on it with Chopper and Law, bro?
Vegapunk is the smartest nigga in the world.
I think that'd be one of the greatest doctor combos ever. Doctor and Chopper and
Law. You think a doctor can't solve them?
That could be a perfect size
story.
Where
they send those giants? Chopper. Vegapunk. They ain't send the Chopper.
Chopper. No, but they didn't know about Chopper back then.
Kids?
Niggas don't know about Chopper. They still think he's a pet.
Vegapunk. Here you go.
See, y'all gotta put some respect on the.
We can create a whole fucking fruit with a devil fruit in it.
What's that?
And Law is nowhere near that level.
What?
What do you say?
You sleep. All I'm saying is y'all gotta put some respect on the One Piece crew. Think about it as a regular nigga. Right now, you only know one person in the Straw Hat crew. As a regular nigga in the Straw Hat world, you know two niggas. Sorry, Zoro and Luffy. Niggas just got the news that Sanji was a real one. They still think Chopper is a pet, bro. They still think Chopper is a pet.
They been knew who Robin was.
I'm saying they just now getting the news that Sanji is like a
regular niggas.
Yeah, niggas just now got the newspaper like
niggas in East Blue just like okay.
They still think Chopper's a pet, bro.
He is. That's
They're still like, oh, that 50 bounty. There's still niggas out there that's scheming to catch the 50 bounty pet, bro. And they finna get dropped by Monster Chopper. There's basic niggas out here like, oh yeah, we definitely gonna catch this pet. Next time they walk around, they gonna go boom, get the Tanuki and shit, and then he just gonna go Monster Chopper, slap, and they like, oh, that nigga was not a pet, bro, at all.
He definitely is.
All I'm saying is combined, they might have the power to take on bigger
doctor. That nigga is definitely not a doctor. He just uses devil fruit to take some shit out of you.
He came from a country of doctors. You know, my funny ass, he was probably just winging that shit. He like, yeah, I came from there. It's like, oh, he must be a doctor. He came from that country of doctors that got wiped out from being doctors, bro. They couldn't even cure a disease in a country full of doctors. But yeah, no, he definitely operate on me, bro. Definitely. And he was like, oh, room.
No, because this fruit is happening to be called operate fruit. Yeah. And they just assume, oh, he must be a doctor.
I mean, do you really need to like study this shit if you could just say just switch any disease out of somebody's body? Nope. That's probably what he does. He probably just like, oh, you got AIDS? Switch. Who got AIDS now? Oh, I just put in that other nigga over there. I just gotta go to somebody. I just put in that nigga over there. He don't know yet, though. He don't know yet.
That's like gonna be Kylo. If Kylo is, he gonna die, nigga.
I'm out.
That's how Luffy gonna be.
Boy, you know how funny I'd be if I was fucking law. I'd be rude about all types of shit, bro.
Kylo's like Magic Johnson, he defeated AIDS. Nah, that would be cold. You give Kylo AIDS, he said, that shit don't work.
No, I'm pregnant.
Abortion.
No, I'm not advocating that. I'm just out the room, bro. You might be advocating the abortion.
You talking about no, I'm not. You switch that baby with something else. I don't know if you're gonna put it in.
I'm rooming the fuck out that conversation.
Switch that baby. I don't know. Shit, you room that baby out the womb.
That's the best power to have, real talk. Fuck all those other devil fruits.
Planned Parenthood gonna hire her off. Planned Parenthood gonna put him on the payroll.
Tell you. Oh, you want a kid? I got you. Room. You're welcome. You're welcome.
So you could probably even use him for plan B. Like, yeah, I up inside, like you go to law and help, room. The sperms pop out.
Nah, bro.
Some other shit.
Nah, he probably put it in your throat, dude, on some gay shit.
Oh, no.
Law weird like that.
Oh, no, dude. That's dirty.
That nigga law, he hard. That's it, though.
Oh, man.
He can do it all.
Wow. What a trash crew.
But yeah, Scorpion buddy gonna get bodied.
But you know what? Kids crew is still stronger than Lost crew.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Deadpool's number 2. He seemed like he trash.
Dang, is X-Drake stronger than Law? Nah.
Wait, stronger than who?
Law.
I don't think so.
Nah. I think Law can murk X-Drake.
Basil?
No. Law can beat him too. I think Basil Hawkins is trash.
Yeah, that can get tricky simply because Basil can see the future.
You see the future, and he got that doll shit, bro.
That mean
that doll shit.
When he read the future, he gonna see, oh, this nigga Law gonna beat him. He gonna give up. That's literally what he did.
No, he's not Night-Eye, bro.
He's done that.
What he does is he analyzes percentages and runs based off that. That's why he's stupid.
He'll do it against Law and be like, oh shit, I got a 1% chance of winning. I'm out.
I know, but that's what sucks with Basil is because unlike Luffy would be like, oh, 1%, all right, we doing it.
Yeah, all this
he just be like, oh, well, I'll do it. Fuck it. All right. And then that's how he gets stronger. Basil be like, oh, 1%, nah, bro. I only go 80 or higher, bro. That's it. Kylo was like 0.1%. He's like, I'm gonna wait till them shits hit like 60, bro. I'm gonna wait. I can chill. I'm good. I'm immortal. Let me get these straw dolls. Let me just make some more straw dolls while I'm chilling, bro.
True, though. I mean, if homie has like a dick ton of straw dolls, I could possibly.
Oh, you know he's been creating them the whole time, bro. Chilling.
I mean, it's hard to beat that root.
That was Kizar. That shit was just coming out of his body. Bro.
Yeah, he killed his
fucking
That nigga was muscle at one time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga was raining dolls, bro.
Kylo pull up with his little mace, his whatever, bang, all them dolls.
That shit was crazy. Is if you start dying off looks, bro. He didn't even get hit. The dolls just start coming off looks. He like, oh, Kylo looking at me funny.
That's the sound of it.
It's over. You know they be having the goofy ass sounds in One Piece, bro. Y'all remember the Kuma slaps? Kuma was boinging niggas like boing.
Niggas go flying.
Luffy screaming, boing.
Robbie,
Nami, boing.
Whew, that was a cold chapter. Ew.
Yeah,
fuck.
so outside of Big Mom about to drop their ass,
I hope they actually show us like a fight between Queen. I doubt they will, but I would like to see a fight.
I think we'll see them
Queen
throw a couple of
and-
hands.
and Big Mom.
Yeah.
I feel like we at least will get out of this what Queen can do. Maybe not her max ability, but like
Low-key.
if she's, I'm assuming she's a Zoan, but like what type
Yeah,
of
she's
Zoan she
probably
is, and then we'll stop
You
there.
can probably see that.
Oh, well,
Wait,
when we
what?
see it, then we'll just be
Wait,
done.
is it what?
Scorpion.
Oh, for real?
I mean, it makes
I know that's
sense.
conformed. I mean,
It
like,
makes
I
sense.
mean, it makes sense, but
I mean, yeah, like she has to do with poison somewhat.
Right.
Her hair has a little. It looks like a scorpion tail.
Okay.
And then in the anime, her ships had a scorpion head, just like how Jax has like a
I
mammoth
didn't see
head.
that. Okay.
But I just want to. I would just kind of like to get confirmation of really how much stronger like they are than like their
Yonkos?
generals. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't fully know.
I mean, I
do-
think the gap is still big, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if it's that big, I would like for her to just boom, drop Queen like 2 hits, 1 hit.
Well, we got Big Mom in Rage Mode, so Big Mom in Rage Mode, I could buy that. Big Mom is like a regular fighter. I would assume it wouldn't be that easy.
I mean, I assume she's weaker in rage mode, right?
I thought she was definitely more
because
pissed off.
we saw what Jinbei did to her.
Yeah.
That was when she was hungry as fuck though. This is like all I'm about to
mean,
eat right now. That was when she had lost weight. They were like, this bitch is literally like
Starving.
Yeah, lost weight in this motherfucker. So she's still big right now.
Right.
You saw what she did to Brooke ass?
Merc.
Alright, like we didn't see what she did to
Wait,
Brooke ass.
wait,
I was
wait,
going to say, what?
wait.
That's not much of a feat.
Hey, come on, Brooke is on at least Vegapunk level.
Actually, no, that's a video fun.
Oh, Brooke is like,
He might be strong.
dang,
Big
is
Buck.
he even as strong as One Piece before he? I mean, what I said One Piece. Is he even as strong as Luffy before he crossed the red line?
Wait, you talking about like Vegapunk
Brooke.
strength?
I'm talking about Brooke.
No, I think Brooke
Bro.
He's
Brooke
stronger
is-
than Luffy before he crossed the red line.
Yeah.
What about Grand Line?
Yeah.
Grandma.
is. You mean
Grand
the New
Line.
World?
Grand Line.
Oh.
Grand Line was New World?
I mean the entire thing. You mean the New World or like?
No, Red
The
Line was the
pre-first-
first line they crossed, right?
Red Line was in the
Where they
wasn't
met.
in the-
Yeah, where they
right?
met Sanji. Like after they crossed
Yeah,
Red Line, they met
before,
Sanji.
Yeah, that's before
So
the Grand Line.
yeah, so after that,
And then
he's
so-
stronger than him then. And then after Grand
so
Line
when
was
he
New
fought-
World.
Yeah, after time skip was New World.
That was when they crossed the Grand Line.
No, the Grand Line is the entire like thing after the Red Line.
Oh, okay.
So like there's the
So after Skypiea then,
Brooke
weaker or
versus-
stronger?
Brooke versus
Because that was right
Skypiea.
before they met that nigga, right? Because after that, it's like
no,
Thriller
that was
Bark.
way
There was
after.
like 2 more arcs and then Thriller Bark.
Yeah, it was way after.
I don't think.
What was Thriller Bark?
I mean, I don't think
Thriller Bark was
Luffy
after
would
his lobby.
touch Brooke. Because Brooke is a speed feat type of
Yeah,
character.
so before
Gear second, I don't think he can touch Brooke.
before Annie's lobby, I think he can beat Luffy before that. But as
Okay.
soon as he get like gear second, it's a wrap. He can't beat him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Got it.
I can see that.
All right, so then so they decently strong. I mean, you could take on that big dude, fat dude with the dude who was at Sanji's name. I don't remember fucking
All the
name.
weapons?
General dude, yeah, dude
Only
with the
with
poison
weapons?
shit,
he's
yeah.
trash.
Oh.
Shit, Usopp beat his ass.
Usopp can't beat him now. Or no,
Yes.
1v1 Usopp can take him now because
Usopp was
Usopp
right.
got big shit now.
Yeah, Usopp.
But
would
before
beat-
the time
a
skip-
giant plant would just eat his ass and then it'd be a
Yeah,
wrap.
before the time skip now.
Oh no. But now you can.
Dang, who could take on NL now? Still no one, I don't think, right?
All of them.
In the crew?
The main
Sanji.
three, not everyone else.
You think Zoro
Maybe
can
the
take
main
on?
three.
Oh, Zoro has hockey, so he can actually touch him now.
Yeah.
But that dude also had he had the future scene shit then too, didn't he?
True.
It's up there, bro. Dogtooth was hard for that. Off that alone, they could touch Dogtooth, but he was hard off
he
that.
wasn't seeing the future. Dog was on the future. Anna wasn't seeing the future.
I thought NL was seeing the future.
No, bro, it's different. Bro.
No, he can just see your attention.
Yeah.
Wait, he just see your
I
what?
don't know Katakuri shit.
Yeah, Katakuri was saying he was like he was like Jojo. He was telling
he
you
knew
what he was
that-
gonna say. He would say, "Oh, you're about to do this." That's different than like just dodging a nigga punch.
It was close though.
Because I mean, everybody.
I guess
like,
if we met NL now, I would assume that he could see the future.
All-
But yeah, if
all-
you're talking about NL, then sure.
all the strong
Okay.
niggas got observation hockey.
I mean, but I guess what you're saying is, I feel like what you're saying is, as long as you can touch NL, it's a wrap. So all the niggas that
I
can
think
touch
they-
him means that they can
the
beat
main
him.
three
Which I
got
don't know if that's
strong
true
enough.
necessarily.
I think the main three got strong
100%, I
enough
think so.
where their physical abilities, where hockey can't beat them
Didn't
out.
Oda say that he was basically like close to or Admiral level? when they met him?
No, they're saying he was.
Yeah, kind of.
I think they said his bounty would have been $500 million or something if he was like on the ocean. Luffy for a fact is would drop even without the rubber thing. Luffy would drop him like.
Ooh, wait, now or then?
Now.
Oh,
Luffy now versus NL then is what he's saying.
Even without the rubber thing, even
we don't know NL now because NL now should be stronger than NL.
I don't
then.
care how strong NL is. It's not. I think it's
sleeping, bro.
How strong can NL possibly be?
bro,
what do you mean?
His skills
in terms of like,
there's no way he's stronger than Katakuri.
Skills.
There's no way he's stronger than Katakuri.
There's no way NL stronger than Katakuri.
There's no way. That wouldn't even make sense.
Let me check that real quick.
I mean, it's just hard for me to try and sleep on Anel's skills though, because like even with electricity is OP. I mean, at one, he's quick as fuck.
So okay, so he hears thoughts though.
If he hits you with a 10,000 volt.
So he hears thoughts, which I still feel like is
he had more than regular hockey though, because his electrical. I don't think you saw. I think he'd have to hear you speaking. Like if me and you were talking, he can hear us. Like
I mean, he can hear that, but he says omniscient of thoughts and actions.
Boom.
Thoughts?
Yeah, it says virtually omniscient of the thoughts and actions of Skypiea. With enough skill, he can use Haki to predict an opponent's moves shortly before they make them, thereby making the attack much easier to evade. This prediction appears to the user as an image or brief premonition of what the opponent will do. So he was basically low-level dog tooth at that point.
Which is just regular observation hockey, pretty much. Because that's what all them strong niggas like. That's what they do. They just dodge like they know what you're gonna do when they dodge attacks. But like
they're saying he's getting images though. I've never heard it described as images at the thing. Just like I feel it or I hear the intentions of the objects.
Luffy right after the time skip to Luffy's level of observation hockey right after the time skip.
Remember? Because he actually did see a vision of it. Remember?
Yeah.
So Luffy can't see the future.
So that means NL was on that level like 5 arcs before Luffy ever got there. So I don't know if he's getting that easily dropped by like Zoro and Sanji just because they can touch him.
Sanji might be tough.
That's what I'm saying. You saying just because niggas can touch him, they about to drop NL? Like that's
because Sanji kind of fast now too. He may get dropped.
NL is still lightning fast, bro. Like yo, tweak.
Okay, hold on.
NL's not as fast as lightning.
No, he's not.
What?
Wait,
he's not, bro.
Wait, who?
He's thunder. He has a rumble fruit. And that sound, that's the speed of sound.
Even like if you look at the fight, if he was that fast, Luffy would never have beat him. You understand what I mean? Like he's not actually as fast as lightning. Like he's not actually that fast.
Right. It's a rumble fruit. So it's the speed of sound you can say would actually be his speed if he's able to travel at that speed.
Oh, he's actually a sound fruit? I mean, the thunder
fruit. It's
fruit?
a rumble fruit, which is thunder.
Wait, really? That don't make any sense.
The reason I know this is because I was recently watching a video by Tekken. He was doing a video of Enel versus all of the admirals or whatever, and he was listing out, a bunch of Enel's feats and specifics.
Did he have him seeing him beat any of the admirals? Just out of curiosity.
Well, he was definitely getting floored by Akainu.
How's he getting floored by Akainu?
How? Can anybody beat Akainu?
I mean, but I'm like, how though? We don't know anything about Akainu to just say he can floor a nigga. Like that's the part. We only know he took out Ace, who has no real feats. Like, I'm confused.
What feats does
no, but I'm just saying, like, how can we say he's officially? We literally know nothing about Akainu.
I mean,
I'm not saying he wouldn't beat him. I'm just saying we literally know nothing about him to just go, oh yeah, definitely drop that nigga. Like, that's the one we know the least about.
You can essentially say that electricity won't fuck Akainu up either because magma is you can essentially say is fire and ground. And what does electricity go through the ground? It doesn't fuck the ground when it's going through it.
So it just sounds like a bad matchup more than anything. It doesn't sound like it's based off of feats.
I'm just gonna say that nigga he took some white bear punches. He got right back up and was still chasing niggas. Anno ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. White bear hit him once, it's a wrap.
Could he beat Crocodile?
Who? Yeah,
He was saying that
You don't think he's on the same level as Crocodile?
Oh,
Because Whitebeard would never be in the top.
Crocodile was ready to run up on Whitebeard.
He would have
Was ready to run up on Whitebeard for free.
Luffy is also ready to fight anyone.
I'm just not taking that like, oh, I ran up on a Yonko thing as anything, bro. Because we see goofy niggas do it all the time. What's his face is still mad at Kaido. You think he's dropping him?
No.
What's his face dude
Moria.
from Moria? He's like, I'm
honest, actually,
you think this nigga's running in Wano right now and dropping this nigga?
If I be fair about it, and I'll probably would beat Zoro too. If I'm fair about it. If the progression is the same rate as like Luffy's, he probably would beat Zoro. Not Luffy though.
Alright, I'll give you that.
Just because we don't know shit about Zoro. Zoro could be strong as fuck, you don't even know. He could be stronger than Luffy.
I mean, Zoro's on some one-side Thomas shit right now. We don't know his cap.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we don't know.
But you have to assume.
But then his attack.
You have to assume he's got to be weaker than what's. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, when Kishiro did that shit, I'm like, okay, well.
He wasn't even the top nigga. I'm like, oh wow. Wow. And he was smiling too when he did it. The nigga was smiling, bro. And then Zoro was like, move. He was saying, move.
No, they didn't set up a Zoro Kishiro fight, bro.
I was like, oh, Zoro just dropped 10 points.
I feel like it's going to be a you have no skill, but you have a lot of strength type thing.
Oh.
For Zoro, I can see that being his development this arc. Is like you've developed a bunch of like strong things, but you really have no actual samurai skill behind them. Like, cause all these niggas are like they're not strong. Like Zoro, like they just dropped the swords and they went 1v1 like Zoro would drop them, but they all have skill, which I think Zoro still hasn't learned. Like he's developed all these new moves. But like I don't think he has actual swordsmanship skill to the like degree he needs to. Like he's been learning very basic stuff. Like his first new move was like, oh, I need to learn how to cut steel. That was his first thing. Was like I never knew how to do that. I'm sure this is like day one shit for Wano. Yeah, day one shit. They like, oh, you just learned how to cut steel? Like nigga, we've been doing that shit.
Now when he
cut fire, shit like that.
That's probably the next level. You know when he's talking about like how like some good swordsmen they can choose not to cut some shit.
Yeah,
that's probably like what he needs to get to. But yeah, Eno will drop him. Thinking about it, he'll get dropped.
That's what's so frustrating having like characters like Crocodile and Nell before Hockey.
They need to bring Eno back.
I really hate the way what Hockey did to the system, bro. I don't like it.
Why?
I mean, I like that it leveled the playing field.
Conversations right now, like if these two characters were introduced after Hockey was already introduced, we'd have a completely different like argument and debate.
Because I don't think Oda had Hockey fully fleshed out even when he gave it to NL. So it's like he should have got. Same thing with Ace. I think that's what hurts Ace the most for me is because like all the feats maybe he should have had as a second commander in the Yonko's crew, like. They've never been shown. So like I don't, and he took a bunch of L's. So like he took an L to Blackbeard.
We don't have feats for anyone besides like main characters.
We got some Akai OG feats. We got some Kizaru feats.
I count him as a main. He's a main. Not a main Luffy crew, but he's a main antagonist. Let me say that. I think the Marines.
I think the Marines have significant development. My problem is I think Oda wrote himself into a hole because he said we got these Logias that are undefeatable. So let me make this thing to just defeat the Logias. But once you defeat the Logias, you go, oh, they really just trash. Like Smoker is trash without his Logia fruit. Like there's those like segment of Logias that aren't actually strong, but just have been able to use their fruit to get them so far in the storyline that once like Hockey got introduced, it just made them all shit tier. So it's like, oh, you kind of fucked me up there. Like so, like somebody like Eno, where it's like we didn't even really like. He was super OP just because of his fruit too, but at the same time he had some like Hockey attributes that made him like decently strong. It's hard to find out where to place him once he goes against somebody that can actually like touch him, because Luffy was like no one could beat him because no one like Luffy had that rubber attribute, so it was like, oh, the lightning doesn't work on you. But now I'm like, okay, yeah, you have Hockey, but like if he can still hit you with the same lightning attacks, is it as devastating? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
and if it is as devastating, he's still dropping hella niggas.
Yeah, that's why I changed it to say, he probably would be Zoro. Because I mean, if even though Zoro can touch him,
Zoro's eyes was grayed out. Like he killed that nigga, smoking out his fucking throat like from those lightning attacks. So I'm just like, okay, now you can touch him, but does that mean you can easily dodge his moves? And does that mean if he hits you with his moves,
so I think
is your Hockey gonna reduce that?
Like commander level. If it was a just
commander level, in the Yonko's crew,
Yonko
commander level.
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course, there's no way he's the younger.
I feel like that's harder to. I would just use like Marine shit. He's probably like a very strong vice admiral. That's what I
Who's
say.
that? There are no strong vice admiral.
What you mean? Like
Garp.
Garp is up there?
No, Garp is not. He's an admiral strength.
I guess yeah. I guess so.
I don't even count Garp. He's like an anomaly. Because all the other vice admirals, if you look at it, they're actually not even that strong. I think.
That's not true.
Who was strong?
There's a couple that's up there. I mean, like we haven't got.
Yeah, we don't have feats of anyone. That's like what I was saying.
We
Even
had
like Marco,
Momonga for a second.
we don't have feats of Marco. We don't have feats of anyone besides people like that have actually been in the fight.
Marco, Rose Vista, and Jozu. We do. I mean, we have their little battles
Decent
in the
amount.
war.
I mean, like enough to make.
Like for the fact that Rose Vista was
Because they
able to
got-
hold Mihawk off is like, all right, push you in a tier.
Yeah.
That's a feat.
That was 2 against 1, I thought, right?
No, it's just him.
At first, it was 1v1.
Yeah, he was just like, "Oh, go ahead, Luffy. I'll hold him off."
Yeah.
So, and Mihawk was like, "All right, I'll give you respect, nigga." So, to me, Mihawk one of the strongest
mean, he is.
Shibukais.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean Oshiki? Okay, I think
Yeah.
you meant swordsman, but no.
So if Ace had done that, I just held off Akainu, he'd have been.
That'd have been a better feat than let's look at Ace's timeline, right? The first feat was he stopped Crocodile from killing Luffy.
Wait,
No.
he fought Crocodile straight
No,
up? No.
Dragon did that.
No, again, like maybe.
Wait,
I don't think Ace ever stopped him, huh?
Dragon stopped Buddy from killing Luffy.
And Dragon
No,
also
but
stopped
Smoker
Smoker.
was also chasing
Dragon
him,
also
and
stopped
the
Smoker.
lightning shit came down. Yeah, he
Right.
fucked him up. So I don't remember any Smoker
As far as-
Ace run-in.
That might have been.
in
The
that arc.
only thing I remember from Ace was during the Crocodile arc.
Yeah, the
And
Crocodile
then
arc.
he didn't pop back up.
Crocodile
Or, like,
ran up on him, and then like he was about to body Luffy. Ace saved him, but he didn't defeat Crocodile. He just like stopped like him from doing anything else. That's what I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then after that, it was like, oh, my whole journey is to find Blackbeard. Blackbeard, whose strength we still don't really like. At that time, we don't really know. Now we
We
know
have a
like
better look,
he's
yeah.
on some level, but like back then, we still didn't know what he was. We just know
We
he's
have
some
an idea,
nigga
though.
that we
We
knew.
have a
to-
decent idea.
You gotta.
he got word feats. I think Blackbeard is just as ambiguous as Ace is in terms of feats. Like if it wasn't for this Yami Yami no Mi, and now the
that's
Yami
the
no Mi
issue?
made it more confusing because we don't know
And that's the issue
like what
because-
parts is Blackbeard and what parts is like the fruit.
So I get what you're saying now because like Ace and Blackbeard, their feats are kind of related to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Because-
So
yeah,
they
so I
tied
get
in
you.
their fight, and technically Ace lost because Ace ended up getting captured.
Right.
So
But it was
Ace
still- it was
lost
still
to
a
Blackbeard.
close, I guess.
Yeah, but we don't know Blackbeard's strength at the
Yeah,
time.
that's what I'm saying.
So we don't even get that. And then now we go to the war. He did nothing. And then he dies at the end by a magma guy, an admiral. So we know he's not as strong as an admiral. That's it. We just
Well,
know
I
his
think-
cap. Like,
I
he's
think we
not
need
as strong
to-
as the admiral's net.
The whole thing you just got to make
And
an
he's a
assumption of Blackbeard's strength, which is I think we can say that he was
Back then.
Yeah, back then.
Which is-
You can say he was
Just got the
commander
fruit.
level back then. You can say that maybe. First of all, he killed the commander to get to he killed one of Whitebeard's ship captains to get the fruit.
Right, but
And
Whitebeard
then, of
had a
course,
huge
and the main
crew.
thing is-
That's the thing. It's like the SWAT because
No, he was like the fifth ship. I mean, he got
even if you look at fifth shift, look at Cracker. Cracker's like he would have to be weaker than Cracker. Cracker is the weakest like commander we know today. Or my bad, we know the guy that Urog beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the weakest one that we know today. He got beat by a person who this was like during the time skip maybe. Because it wasn't post, so we can't even say like. Let's say if every crew got their power up post time skip.
Yeah.
Urog, we would have to say is probably like a little bit around where Luffy was before the time skip happened. So he got beat by like pre-strength up niggas. You know what I mean? Before niggas glowed up, they
No,
dropped him.
I think Yoroga was stronger than him. You forgot when
We
he
can argue
went
when
slow.
he was
I mean,
boxing
sure.
with this pacifist.
Yeah, he was slow
Sure,
on body.
but he wasn't that much stronger than Luffy.
Oh fuck yes.
Ooh, what?
Nigga, they couldn't.
What's the gap?
They couldn't touch a pacifist. No one could have beat a pacifist a 1-on-1 then.
Okay,
None of
true.
them.
But
That's true.
None of them.
Urog dropped him on pure strength though.
What does that mean? That doesn't mean shit.
Just a strong ass nigga, like
Yeah, that's fine. He's a strong ass nigga. That's what he is. That's what he does. He just boxes. Like, I mean, that's just his power.
he dropped him. Okay, fine. So how much stronger would you say Urog was then? Then Luffy.
Luffy? Decent amount.
Huh?
Decent amount.
Okay, if you had to put him on a tier, what would they lie? Because I'm trying to like put it there. Do you think Luffy post time skip is stronger than Rogue then.
Oh,
Yes.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he didn't beat that gap. So to me, he's still somewhere in that range of like, all right.
And I don't think Euro got that much stronger. I don't think, like you said, he just a punching nigga, so he can't
That's
get
what
that
I'm
much
saying.
stronger. So I mean, he probably got his feet fucking around.
Nah, he gets stronger though.
Oh, yeah,
hockey
hockey,
level
yeah,
ups.
yeah, hockey
so
stuff, yeah.
yeah, and then
Drop
there's
a bunch
other
of
shit he
shit,
could
yeah.
probably do with his fruit because his fruit just made like one body part
that's
stronger. Yeah, I'm
Wait,
assuming
yeah,
to
time
do the
out.
strength thing.
No, I thought
That
it
was a fruit.
No, I thought
it
that shit
was
just
to be
full.
honest.
That he just did that.
Yeah, I don't think a rose. I don't think
So much more respect on the bro. Uno just went like to the top tier of my book.
That nigga just did
What?
that?
He shakes. He shakes niggas. But anyway, so he dropped the fourth captain. So we have to assume that what's his face is weaker than that dude was.
Mm-hmm. Which the issue is, what if that was he dropped them like
And I'm
time
gonna.
skip?
But all I'm gonna say is I don't think any of the like commanders, as far as like strength level up goes, I'm not saying they change at all. So I assume that however strong they was pre-time skip is exactly how strong they is now.
That's okay.
So
That's fine.
off that, I'm like fifth captain dude was gonna be as strong as he was at any time. The dude that got dropped by Blackbeard. So like to me, that means Rogue could probably beat the what's his face captain.
Okay.
The fifth captain.
Yeah, the fifth. The one that's
Rogue, when we met him,
Blackbeard
could probably
defeated
drop the guy that Blackbeard killed.
on Whitebeard's crew to get the fruit.
Yeah. Rogue was badly beaten, though, so I would say Rogue was badly beaten after he dropped dude, from what we saw, I thought.
Yeah,
Because he was wrapped up on some island from that. So my thing is, like, since that guy has got to be weaker, he would probably, like, still beat him, but with less injuries than the other one. So he'd probably still be able to, like, move along. He wouldn't have to sit out.
So the entire thing, I feel like,
And also, Blackbeard assassinated that dude.
Yeah,
It wasn't like a straight 1v1.
Yeah.
He ran up and killed them. So I'm still like Blackbeard's still vague. Like in terms of
the entire thing, like Oda did to try and solve that is just put like where the part where Shanks said.
yeah, that was how he tried to put respect on him.
Yeah, that was so yeah.
But my thing is like same thing with One Piece. Like we don't know when time skips play a very big role on like people's strength. And when I say sorry, not time skips, like the point in time when certain things happen play a big role on people's strength. Like Shanks was weak when he was in Goldie Roger's crew. If he met Blackbeard at that point and that's who he's talking about as strong, like that's a very different meaning than like he met him while he was a Yonko and then said like, oh, that nigga is like strong. Those are two different
But
things.
I think it's still.
And I feel like what Shanks was referencing was an older time.
Yeah, of course Shanks is weaker, but I'm thinking if it was at whatever time it was, right? I assume they like they probably made the assumption that Blackbeard has almost the same progression. To where like he's also getting strong. He's not the
That's what I'm
commander when
saying.
he
My
don't
thing
get
is Blackbeard is somebody who grows. Like
Like
that's
Luffy?
why he doesn't fit into like that's why he's an enigma to me because he doesn't fit into where
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
other old characters where it's like oh
The
once you
niggas,
get
they always
introduced to the
been
story
strong.
you've always been like that level
Yeah.
until we see like a flashback of you as a kid. Like then we know you weren't that at some point. But you've always been that level. But Blackbeard is someone who I feel like Blackbeard when he fought Ace is weaker than the Blackbeard we see today. I don't feel like he was the same Blackbeard. But I wouldn't say that for someone else. Like if a Kane who fought Ace, like the same
I
time
think
he fought Blackbeard.
because he got a new title, like that kind of like put him above.
Okay, sure, whatever. Kizaru then, for example. Like if
Kizaru's the same
Kizaru
thing.
fought him then, and then we see Kizaru later, I don't think his strength changed at all. I think
Yeah.
he still dropped that nigga. But Blackbeard, I'm like, okay, he's stronger. So I just feel like we don't. There's nothing we can. The whole point of this was there's nothing we can say about Blackbeard's strength. We don't know how strong that nigga
Yeah,
is.
because of that,
And
we
for
can't
that, we
say shit
don't
about
know how
Ace.
strong
Yeah,
Ace is. I don't know why I used this. What was I using this for?
I forgot. Yeah, I don't know how we got on
We're
Ace.
talking about hockey and Enel being
Oh, we were talking about
pre-hockey.
Logia's, like I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, NL. We talking about NL versus like Sanji, Zoro, and shit, and then
That's how it
we
started.
started talking about how Oda didn't have the hockey shit flushed out
Right.
fully.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh yeah, and then I went into that's why Ace is like such an enigma. Yeah. But anyways,
Why
yeah.
we even start talking about NL though?
We were talking about NL because
Fuck. Where did that come from?
That's random as
I
fuck.
was talking about like how strong Brook was, and I think it like went into Skypiea and then it went into NL.
Yo.
But yeah,
That's fucking tangents, man.
telling you, that'll make a good discussion.
All I'm trying to think.
I mean, anything else on the chapter? I mean, Big Mom's finna drop these niggas. That's pretty much.
I don't think so.
When you say that, what do you mean?
It depends because if
I guess I should say when I say drop,
something.
I mean she's gonna give them the room to escape.
Yeah.
Plus Kawamatsu's there, which they've been hyping up as like as a secretly strong nigga. So
True.
And when he get free, is like they're out for sure.
Thing is, I mean, do y'all think that Zoro and Sanji?
Wait, hold up, what?
I was saying the Kawamatsu has been in the cage for 20 years, eating nothing but trash ass fish.
So
no way he could be anywhere near as strong as he was.
Are you joking, dog? Did you see how he killed dude in the beginning?
It's One Piece.
Hold on.
When he spit that bone out, you know that's strong.
That's what I'm saying.
Strong.
You said what?
He spit a fish out. He spit some bones out of somebody that killed him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That was fodder. He did that to fodder.
It's One Piece.
Yeah, like that was a respect moment, bro.
Yeah,
You're not picking up
bro.
on the cues.
Like
or
that
what?
literally said, "Homie's still relevant."
He's a silhouette. Still.
Yeah.
All we see is his eyes. He's strong.
Once he get the reveal, it's a wrap, bro.
And he's on the same level as Ashura Doji, so he gotta be at least.
Yeah, who fucking sliced Jag, bro?
That's true.
What? Stop, bro. Jag who could beat Cracker Jack, bro. Stop.
Cracker Jack.
He said Cracker Jack. Stop.
But no, as soon as the sea stone handcuffs go off
100%.
of like Kid
You
and
disagree?
Komatsu.
You mean
not
Jack
Komatsu?
and
Whatever his
Yeah.
name was.
Oh, no, yeah.
But no, they're breaking out the jail right now. Period.
About
Like
to
it's
unlock
happening.
another tangent, bro.
It is happening.
Yeah, we are.
But no, what was I about to say? Oh, I did want to put some quick respect on Queen when Luffy punched him. He was just like, click. Who do you think you punched
That
again?
was just a regular ass movie.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that's not the point, though. The point is that he still tried that to one of the main commanders. And it's like, I don't know. To me, it was just like, that's another moment of Luffy just forgetting these top mother effers who he's effing with right now.
He's the embodiment of privilege, though. We already seen it. Like, Big Mom had him in a cage. Like, could have done the same thing that Kylo did to Kid, but he was just like, nah. So Luffy just like, I'm not even faulting him anymore because I'm like, the way his life goes, if I saw it through Luffy's eyes, I would think I was fucking Daenerys from Game of Thrones too. And I'm just, everything works for me, bro. I'm the savior meant to save all these niggas. Like, literally, every time I should have died, I didn't.
Tell your homie come up and shank you.
Yeah. Like, think about it. Fucking, what was the place where he got poisoned? Ennie's Lobby? That's prison?
No.
Prison was,
Where's the prison?
Impel
Impel Down. Yeah, Impel Down. When he got poisoned, it was like, nigga, you're going to die. And then he didn't. So, like, at that point, like, what? Instead of, like, not dying, he ended up coming out with an immunity to most poisons.
Pretty much.
I mean,
So, yeah.
He should have died when he ate that fucking giant poison fish, too.
True.
When,
he got lucky as fuck with Sanji's sister
when
showed
Bachchu
up.
came to save him.
Oh. Yeah, so, I mean, if I'm Luffy, I'm just like, shit, work yourself out. Fuck it.
True.
Yeah.
You right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take on these Yonkos, bro. It'll work itself out. And it's going to. It's almost like somebody's writing the story so that I win every battle. I don't know. Maybe.
But no,
That's it, man. MVP of the week. It's not going to anybody in One Piece for me. Damn.
Yeah, he did.
Damn. Did I enjoy any good pieces? Oh, Rising of the Shield Hero. I'm going to just go ahead.
Oh, fuck.
I'm on like episode 18 of the dub.
You got 18 episodes already?
Yeah. So I'm not. If you watch this.
That's so many.
Yes, they're like a few episodes behind on Crunchyroll for some reason. So I would give it to.
It's worth it. You just gotta trust.
I'm gonna give it to Naofumi because I got to the part where he basically like told all these niggas how he felt about him, and he was just like, "Yo, y'all niggas low key put me in this situation." And like, cause they're fighting the Pope or whatever, and he was just like, y'all niggas low key got us here, so stop being
Pope?
there. Yeah,
they're literally fighting the Pope.
There's like religious shit in this?
yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not like it's not like that.
Not really.
He
It's
came
not like
out of
that.
nowhere. I'll put it there. Like, you've seen him, but like you didn't. It was like a plot twist kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to Naofumi for putting in work, and then like some slight respect on the original, like the queen of the Philo people. Like
Victoria, bro.
yeah, when she rolled up and fucking killed that dragon or some shit, I was like, yo, she's fucking beast. And then she was
I
like,
think she's like the strongest character they've introduced. So far.
and then she was like, hey, yo, now if you don't like make friends with these niggas, I'm gonna kill
I'm
y'all.
gonna kill you.
I'm gonna just kill y'all because they just gonna summon new niggas, so I don't need y'all.
I told you it was gonna be nothing but hype when you saw him. Man.
I know.
No, she's beast. She's
Did you
beast.
see that?
I still don't like the way they look. Like it's kind of corny, but like,
I know, but it's hilarious because of it.
it's kind of lit. Like when they start kicking motherfuckers in the face, like especially old chick Philo. Like when she be getting down with like monsters and shit. It looks cool, but I'm like, damn, they could make this a little bit cooler. But whatever.
Victoria's a monster, bro. Did you see that speed? Even though she was that large,
Yes.
when she actually started.
Yeah, and then she just like disappeared. Yeah.
She can move
Beast
faster than eyesight, even being at that size.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think about.
True. She's cold.
Like, no, that's monstrous.
What's that anime called again?
Rising of the Shield Hero. I'm trying to think if there's anybody who.
Just a quick update. I'm at chapter 89 out of 159 for Demon Slayer. So I'm still.
Oh, Dick.
Okay.
I've been watching it. I haven't been reading it though.
Damn, y'all
it looks
starting
nice
off
though.
new shit.
It looks
I caught up with Kingdom though.
Kingdom.
Oh fuck, Kingdom! I didn't read that shit in years.
Yeah, I caught up, man.
It's decent.
It's decent. It's not like
Is he like Oki level yet?
he started using his glaive. So he finally just like mastered his glaive in the arc that they're in right now.
I mean the
so he got two weapons from him. He got a sword and then he got that like the long stick thing. But he could never carry the long stick.
I thought he
thing.
been started using it.
No, he always like left it behind because he could never.
Oh, he was
carry
using a
it.
different one. Though.
Yeah.
Oh, but now
he used
one.
in this arc he used his like actual thing, and then he used it to take out a general. So now they're like, okay, he got it. So I think after this arc he's actually gonna become a great general because they just like hyped up.
Is he a general now?
He's like a 5,000 man commander, I believe.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, so I think they're all about to be great generals.
What about rivals?
That's what I'm saying. His three rivals are all in this current arc, and they all got different levels of upgrades. Like the dude who's like the smart guy, he with long hair, he kind of like is androgynous a bit.
Yep.
That dude became a great general in the war. Like he just got like half promoted. It's not like a legit promotion, but one of the great generals died, so he was like, "Oh, you can be like a 10,000 man commander or some shit." And then I think what's his face, Shin, and then the other guy who's like his main rival with the spear, they both upgraded to like 7,000 men or something like that. So they gonna come up.
What about his subordinate, the ninja girl?
Oh, Kyokai, she's still just doing shit. She ain't getting nothing special. Like, but that dude, oh no, I'll talk about it later. But it's decent. Oh, Chainsaw Man is also good. I fuck with that.
Yeah, we reading random shit.
Yeah.
No, Chainsaw Man, it's weird, but it's hot.
I gotta
need to
find my
catch up.
fuckboy of the week though, or goofy of the week. I'm trying to think.
But for my MVP, I'm gonna give it to Twice again, man.
I mean,
alright.
twice Goofy the week.
What? Why are you doing that to a homie, man?
Perspectives on it.
That's ridiculous.
Damn.
He's too OP for him to be goofy. So anyways, that's definitely my MVP.
I'm gonna give it to the Demon King. Fuck that nigga, dude. He a goofy. He a goofy. Yeah, and the writer of Seven Deadly Sins. That's that nigga a fuckboy and a goofy.
I'm gonna.
You not doing the MVP?
No, I did already.
I heard he did,
I gave
yeah.
it to Naofumi from Rising of the Shield Hero.
Damn, I don't know MVP. I'm trying to think. Any other shows that they watched recently?
Baku, I got one.
Well,
If you get a week, I'm gonna give it to Ray.
I was gonna do that. You
Thought about that too.
I was gonna do that.
Shit, I'm gonna give my MVP of the week to Will Smith.
What did he do? Aladdin was good.
Yeah, that shit was good, bro.
Really?
What?
He carried the whole movie. He put this shit on his back.
I heard like mixed reviews about the Aladdin thing.
I mean, like it's
always gonna be that.
yeah, but I'm saying like it's Aladdin. I mean, you know what's gonna happen. You know,
That's true.
It's not like a new story.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen. So I mean, at that point,
Then you just went to go see that by
yourself.
yourself?
No, I went to see
Oh.
It was decent. Will Smith
I think it was too much singing.
again.
No, honestly.
Aladdin.
Oh,
Well, I mean, it's Disney. I mean,
Yeah.
That's a little shocking that you said that.
If you want to see Aladdin and didn't want to hear her singing, you're going to the wrong movie. I'm like,
That much singing within one fucking movie, though. It seemed like every 5 minutes there was a new song.
yes, that is
Bro,
Aladdin.
that's Disney movies, bro.
That's funny.
I mean, like,
No, bro, like literally all the Disney Channel, like 90s movies, all of them
That's
bitches
funny
like
as hell.
songs on songs.
Hey, bro, I watched
They're all
that
musical.
Lion King movie, but fuck that Hakuna Matata song. Like that shit.
No, that I was.
Like all the songs they sang in the movie, those songs are actually in the actual. Like,
I never watched Aladdin, so I only know of A Whole New World as far as songs goes.
Yeah, Whole New World.
Friend Like Me.
No,
Friend Like Me was in Aladdin.
Yeah,
yeah. You
that's
never had a friend.
You
Never
got
had a friend.
No, it's
right.
You ain't. Yeah, it's different song. The one
you
you
talking
talking
about
about
the
is
Toy
the Toy
Story
Story one.
one?
The one you saying is you ain't never had a friend, never had a
Yeah,
friend.
yeah,
You ain't
yeah.
never. But this is decent. All of them different.
I'm ready for that Mulan live action remake though.
That would be decent too.
I'll get in there.
But no, bro, I had that same realization too, like maybe a couple years ago. Like I literally forgot how much music is in all these anime Disney movies, bro. But bro, like every anime Disney movie at least got what, 5 songs?
They're all damn near musicals, really.
I'm telling you. Tarzan, Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Phil Collins made that
I'm
movie.
ready for that. But anyway.
I just watched Hercules the other day.
Hercules is a good one though.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that gospel shit.
That would be a good one that would be a good one to
remake,
do a live action of.
Our favorite flavor.
Trying to think. Low-key, I'm gonna give Goofy the Killer in One Piece.
Ooh.
That wasn't even his fault, bro.
Why would you be on there?
I mean, it's I don't know. Like when
full tears, bro.
It wasn't his fault.
I know it wasn't his fault, but at the same time, like
We gonna see his face. Though?
I mean, okay, imagine this. What if Zoro was in the exact same situation? How'd you feel about that?
Sad, man. I'd be disappointed.
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care if Zoro got fucked up like that,
The
bro?
fuck? What do you mean you wouldn't care?
It's temporary.
Every once in a while, I think you're a fanboy. I realize you're not. Every once in a while, I be thinking, I'm like, yo, this nigga a Sasuke Zoro fanboy. And then you say some shit, I'm like, I guess he not, bro. This nigga don't feel nothing for
Equal slander.
Zoro getting it.
Any character can get slander equally.
So he says.
Yeah.
Wait, what about
Yes,
what's your main key? Fuck. What was his name?
Axis?
There it is.
That's different. Actually, no. When he had a little pretty face, we slandered him. When he had the pretty face.
I don't know if you hopped on that bandwagon.
I did for a little bit.
I don't know if
I did for a little bit.
I don't know if you hopped on that bandwagon.
No, some characters are, but I can't slander the Sun Buddy from Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh,
I have no slander for him at the moment.
Oh man, he pull up.
Yeah, I have no slander for him.
I mean, I have slander for him when he's not in that form.
I mean, I don't count. That's a different character. Completely different character.
All right, man. But yeah, no, I'm shocked. Kabazo the Killer, bro. Really? Oh, wow, I'm stupid as fuck. It's in his name.
I didn't notice that until I got read into it a little bit. I was like, all right, Kamazo's the Killer.
That's
It's
kinda
like, what did
fucked
about
up.
What do you mean? This is
I hate
Killer?
Oda, bro.
Kamazo's the Killer.
Sometimes he makes it like too obvious to the point where I just feel like stupid for not getting it.
Right.
Like,
And he had
damn, bro.
two cool ass sites.
True. Like, didn't even
yeah.
think about it. Didn't even think about it.
Damn, bro.
But nah, he good.
And niggas is still in here. Like, that's what I hate about the theory community, bro. Niggas is talking about, oh, Zoro gonna die in the next 2 chapters, when they could have been sitting here thinking about what's the fuck is gonna happen. That Kamazo the Killer is actually the killer, bro.
Like
yeah, that was good.
Goofy. You can keep talking though.
Yeah.
I'll just let it carry. What was stupid about it?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
No.
Oh no, the whole theory they were saying it was all lying.
Oh yeah, no, that's silly. Just silly.
Hey, you saw him hugging that ghost, bro? He's about to die. First of all, do you read the manga?
Cover photo.
Like, he's definitely a main character. This isn't like Boku no Hero or Akame got killed where anybody could catch an L, bro.
True.
Like,
The comic got killed, yeah.
Especially
Literally anyone could die.
Wano, where probably Zoro's gonna get
yeah, this is
like,
where he's supposed to level up the most. Goofy.
You give them Goofy.
Hey, yo, I think Brook gonna die in the next arc of One Piece, bro. He already did. I told y'all.
He already did. What'd I say?
I hate you, One Piece theory community.
Yeah, I give them like Goofy of the week.
Spending hours on dumbass theories, bro. I think Kaido's toe is actually the key to where the map to One Piece is hidden, bro. It's a road poneglyph. If you see how he walks kind of crooked on one of his toes. So like, goofies.
In their defense, though, they probably had a theory about Napoleon, though, way back when.
No,
so.
they didn't. They would never put respect on that nigga's name. It was probably something trash.
You trying to get credit as the only nigga?
No, I'm sure they put it on something else, like her dress. They was like, oh, if you notice, Big Mom's dress can somehow change form like she changes form. You saw how it fit perfectly when she lost all that weight?
That's what they say about the hat too.
No, it's not.
Her head got smaller. And she lost all that weight.
I would not want to give that theory
that hat
to
was still snug on her head.
One Piece of Me didn't believe Hero going over the flowers was going to do anything either. Fuck them.
He ain't doing it yet.
Come on, bro.
He introduced that say hockey, bro. What you mean?
All that hockey for no reason. He still
I'm just saying when he was a Yakuza boss, you knew he was throwing it down, bro.
That's true.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
I'm just waiting for him to get some food and then bulk up on niggas.
All niggas in One Piece. You know what happened?
Gramps. I mean, he said Gramps. Garp.
Yeah, that's why he had to retire before it hit him. He had to retire before it hit him.
I'm telling you, y'all gonna find out real soon that Garp was
bro.
a smoker ass nigga. I'm telling you. And it's gonna be real disappointing when we find out.
Nah.
I'm telling you. We're gonna find out he was a smoker ass nigga, bro. Just running around following Goldie Roger, but he wasn't really his rival.
He throws them hands with Shiki though.
She was trying.
I'm just saying.
What?
If One Piece ends and we look at the story again, right? We look at Luffy's journey from like an outside writing down the legends. Smoker is Garp.
Yeah.
Smoker is doing the exact same things Garp apparently did. Like, oh, he's my rival, but then I helped him out sometimes. If Luffy has a kid and then he has that kid somewhere, bro, we just found out that fucking Garp has been Smoker the whole time.
Done.
Telling you.
Smoker ain't gonna be strong though.
Huh?
Smoker's gonna be strong towards him.
I mean, yes, it's just like Blackbeard, dude. When you come in at like the end, bro, like if I went back to high school right now, I'd be the smartest nigga in that motherfucker. Like, if I go back to high school right now, I'd be the smartest nigga in that motherfucker.
Like, been around though.
That's what I'm saying. So is Blackbeard, but now he's in the game right now.
All these
niggas are dead. Like all the strong niggas are dead, and it's that Garp, the one nigga that's left. Yes, of course he looks like the strongest. Cause he finally made it to the end of the race. Like niggas is fighting about hockey. He found out about hockey 5 years ago, and he was able to catch up before these other niggas got up.
Shit, he knew about it, still didn't have it.
That's what I'm saying. He was just like, oh, what's this shit that they using? And then finally they all died, and he got it.
This little Kobe is gonna be out of it and catch him up in hockey. Kobe.
I mean, look at the niggas he's raising. Like Kobe Raw though.
He raising.
But Kizaru got that fat chick, and she cold as hell.
That's a nigga.
That's a guy, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
You talking about the samurai with that?
Yeah.
No,
that nigga raw.
I mean, that's samurai.
Yeah, he's strong. He was doing the hockey shit too.
That's what I'm saying. That's Kizaru. That's who Kizaru training.
True. That's
look at who Garp training. Niggas is behind.
That nigga is Vegapunk's bodyguard. So
now he is.
No, he always.
He wasn't back then, was he?
Wait.
Why would Vegapunk's bodyguard be hanging out with Kizaru instead of bodyguard and Vegapunk?
The nigga's admiral.
Because
he's tweaking, bro.
That's his grandson. The sumo guy is Kizaru's grandson, I think.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
he training his nephew.
He training this nigga.
It's one of the two. But no, I think
look at the come up.
Who's a Candles nigga? That'd be a good one to see.
I wouldn't want to see it. Just some angry ass nigga. Yeah. Probably be some angry ass kid.
That's Jugguh from Avatar. He got a little burn on his face.
I hate you, Luffy. That's all it is.
No, he gonna say I hate you a Candle.
Super
angry. He gonna hate his dad. Oh, he's fucking so Shoto. That's who he fucking is.
Oh,
no. You got that half and half power, boy.
I wouldn't want to see who he was training. I want to see Aokiji's training is the coldest nigga ever, bro. Because you know he probably got a skateboard, dreads. That nigga's just fucking around doing cold ass shit. But he a raw ass nigga. Like he just like, oh, okay, well, fuck it. I'll save this whole town with like this. Like, come on.
He just casually one day see Blackbeard, this body Blackbeard.
But it'll be over some dumb shit like, oh, so you really gonna fuck him? You stepped on my shoes? Really?
I just paid for these.
Yeah, like, oh, okay. I guess I got
Yeah, Luffy gonna get wrapped up. He wrapped up waiting for Blackbeard like, damn, this nigga Blackbeard. This nigga late, where you at? That nigga frozen.
Oh my god, bro.
Straight get One Punch Man. That'd be dope.
Yeah, no.
Oh, no.
Fuck IK and his kid, bro. Goofy.
Ooh. And
just like his dad.
Though.
He about to be Dobby, if anything else.
Who?
McKinney's kid.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, you gotta be stronger. You gotta take this magma, bro.
He really is.
Can't get burnt.
What's the
Endeavor?
Yeah, Endeavor. I could see him being just like that.
He's hungry to be the top.
Yeah.
And then once he got to the top, everybody was like, oh, I don't give a fuck about the Marines no more.
You niggas trash.
Before days used to be scared of Marines.
Back in the day,
yeah.
Marines used to be the shit, but now.
Fuck it. Alright, well, we're done.
Damn.
Oh, ain't no camera.
Peace.
We're throwing no peace signs.
Until next time. Deuces.